I am Daniqua Shelby, better known as Dee Dee. I am here to tell you the importance of putting back to our athletic program. We got to get it. Let's take care of our babies. I am a two-sport athlete, volleyball and basketball, class of 1994, physical education major, 92, MEAC champion in volleyball. Let's put into our athletic program and get these boys and girls some help out here, because I know we can do it. Might I add, I have a legacy there myself. My son is the head drum major for Morgan State University, so make sure you come to those basketball and football games and support, because he will get it to you all the way. Let's go, alum!
Greetings, Morganites. Tara Deaton here, class of 1982, BS in Music Education. I'm coming before you asking on behalf of the Morgan State Grizzlies Booster Club to donate to our Morgan State Athletic Department. We are asking that you donate $10 or more, or give what you can. All money is acceptable and it all adds up. You say you love Morgan, now it's time to prove it. Put your money where your mouth is. Put up or shut up. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Carlos Rice, class of 93. Play football at the magnificent Morgan State. We're asking everyone to donate to the Morgan State Athletics Fund. $1, $10, $10,000. Whatever you can will be much appreciated. Thank you so much.
My name's Carol Grant. I'm a graduate of Morgan State University, class of 1992. I played football from 1989 to 1990. I just wanted to remind folks of how important financial stability and support is for athletic programs. There's all sorts of big bills, such as transportation, and there's also small bills, like athletic tape and other types of equipment. That stuff adds up really quickly. So every little bit that you can donate helps the teams a lot. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Allison Wynn, proud Morgan State Bears basketball mom. Thanks to the generosity of donors like you, my son, along with his teammates, are able to come to Morgan State on a full basketball scholarship and be able to represent the school itself, the national treasure, both here and abroad. I just want to take the opportunity to thank you for your generosity and to encourage you to continue to give so that my son and others can come to the national treasure for a great athletic and academic experience.
Okay, Robert Maxwell here. Please make a donation to the athletic department, Morgan State University.
Hi, my name is John Rapsat. I'm a photographer and business owner of the website Jarlinks. That's JARLINKS.biz. Anyway, I attended Morgan State University from the years 1988 to 1992. I played one season for the men's tennis team the year 1989. I'm here to tell you that the Morgan State University Athletic Department needs your help. So please donate wherever you can, as small as $10, $100, or $1,000, or wherever you can afford to help out with. So please help out Morgan State University Athletic Department. Thank you and God bless. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello, MSU family and friends. My name is Stephanie, and I had the privilege of attending Morgan State University from 1989 through 1994 as an elementary education major. While attending MSU, I thoroughly enjoyed and benefited from the talents, community, and friendships that resulted from the sporting events through the athletic department. I'm encouraging you to donate to the Morgan State University Athletic Department to ensure that future Bears and current Bears have increased opportunities. Please give whatever you're able to give. It will all be appreciated, be it $10, $100, $1,000. Please give what you can for our Morgan State Bears Athletic Department. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Monja Brown, Morgan State football Bear from 91 to 95. I'm sure you guys have noticed the new facilities, the new dorms, the new coaches, everything that we have on our campus. But none of this would be possible without donations. Donations is important because it provides and it gives back to the facilities and everything that you guys see, and it provides for the up-and-coming players to just pick Morgan in general to want to come to. So as soon as you get a chance, please go and donate to the Morgan State Football Athletic Department. You can definitely need it, and would definitely be appreciated. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jason Rhodes. I attended Morgan State University from 1988 to 1992 on the basketball scholarship, asking you to donate to Morgan State University Athletic Department anywhere from $10, $100, or $1,000. Morgan State is a great university. It's more like a home. It allowed me to establish my foundation to become an attorney as well as a licensed social worker. Please give.
Hello everyone, Glenny Rice, class of 93, former Grizzly, well actually always Grizzly, communications major. Please donate to the athletic department. They need you, we need you.
Hi, I'm Deirdre Davis, a proud alum of Morgan State University. I graduated in 1992 with a major in international affairs. I asked you to please consider giving to the Morgan State Athletic Department. While I was not an athlete, I was a resident advisor and I was part of the choir and other activities. I benefited very much from the football games, homecoming, basketball games, to name a few of the sports activities. So please consider giving $10, $20, $50. Nothing is too small. Go Morgan!
Hello, my name is Melvin Dickens, and I'm a former student of Morgan State University. I came in 1989, and I just want to encourage you right now to send donations to the Morgan State Athletic Department. At this time, they could use all the donations that you can give in order to increase all their endeavors that they have planned for their students in these upcoming years. So please take out the time to donate.
Hey Morgan! Yes, this is George Allen. I'm a member of the Morgan State Grizzly Booster Club. We need your help. I'm a 1990 graduate of Morgan State University, majoring in sociology. I was a member of the football team from 85 to 89. We need your help and your support. Let's go Grizzlies. Please donate to the athletic program at Morgan State. Thank you.
Hello, this is Tim Smalls, Morgan State graduate, 1992. Also Grizzly, 4-year football player. Also Miyagi. Also business administration major from Morgan State University. I'm asking all my fellow Grizzlies, all my fellow alumni to send money, send $10, $20, $100, $1,000 to support our athletic department and our university. It's a must that you give back. Peace.
Hey, Sean Hendricks, 1994, graduating class, Morgan State University, former student, athlete, and coach at our beloved university. Also, second generation Morganite, so Morgan runs in my veins, in my blood, and also in my family. And if you're like me, you want to see the continued prosperity of our national treasure. That's where you come in. Whether it's $5,000, $500, or even $5, we need your contribution today. Would you consider giving to the Grizzly Booster Club? So what are you going to do for the Orange and Blue?
Hi, my name is April James. I attended Morgan State University, class of 93. My major was telecommunications, radio broadcasting. I was recruited from a community college on a full basketball scholarship to play for MSU's Lady Bears. That opportunity inspired me and gave me a chance to excel in the sport I love. Playing in iconic tournaments such as the MEAC gave me a lot of great memories and long-lasting friendships. Morgan State is a staple in helping Black student athletes excel. Please help continue the legacy by donating to the MSU Athletics Department. No amount is too small.
What's up, Morgan family? My name is Delvin Garnett, class of 1995, Morgan State football alum, true and true. Wanted to take this opportunity for you guys to strongly consider donating to the Morgan State Athletic Department. No donation is too small. $5, $10, $15, $50, $100, it doesn't matter. Your donations will make a huge impact to the student athletes here at Morgan State University. See you at the games. Go Morgan.
What up, Bear Nation? Kevin Dupree, class of 1993, Morgan State football alumni. I just want to say that it's really important that we donate back to our athletic programs. It's going to help us create sustainability within our programs. This is going to help take our programs to the next level. So whether you donate $10, $50, $100, $1,000, is all going to a common cause. That's to uplift our student athletes, to give them more than what the generation had before them. So make sure you go out there and you support today. Grizzly on deck. Go Bears. Deuce, deuce, KD out.
Hello.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. We're going to get started in 2 minutes. I'm going to ask you all right now to please tag everybody you know. Go right into the comments and tag all the Morganites you know. Just go ahead and tag them or share this out so we can flood this with blue and orange. Go ahead and tag everybody you know that's Morgan, but also those who may be interested in supporting student athletes. You want to tag them as well. So go ahead and do that now. We're going to get started in about 1 minute. We're going to set the tone with prayer, and we're going to get this fourth annual virtual telethon started, presented by the Grizzly Booster Club. I'm excited. 1 minute.
Jada, class of 2021. James was a member of the football team from 1998 to 1992. We have visited Hughes Memorial Stadium more times than we can count, and it is astonishing to see how the field and campus have changed over time. Please join my family and make a donation today to the Morgan Athletic Department. Our contribution.
Good evening, Pastor.
Well, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Listen,
Good
this
to be on
vision
this evening.
this vision with the Grizzly Booster Club, we can't set this off without prayer. We got to set the tone. And we've been blessed to make it this far. Who are we to start something like this without prayer? I knew the person to call, and that's my brother, Pastor Stephen Smith. Could you set the tone with a prayer?
Absolutely. Let us pray. Eternal God, our Father, we're ever so grateful for allowing us to come and to share one with another. We thank you, God, for Morgan State University and what it means to not just us individually, but what it means to the state, even to the country, and even to the world. We thank you for Dr. Wilson, his vision and what he's doing at Morgan. We're grateful for the athletic department. We pray for the athletic director, her staff. We pray, God, for each coach. We pray, God, for each sport, for each activity. God, we pray for it all. And we're ever grateful for what you have been doing in the past. God, you have provided in the past 3 telethons, God, and we're ever grateful for them. Now, God, we pray for this 4th one. We pray, God, that you would bless it like only you can. We pray, God, for every dime, every dollar. We pray, God, for every donation and every donor. And we just pray, God, that you would have your way in and through it. And then, God, we pray for those who are going to receive it, that, God, we be good stewards over it, God, and use it for the uplifting and upbuilding of this athletic ministry at Morgan State University. So, God, we're so grateful for Brother Glenny. Glenny, we pray, God, for this platform that he has put together for us to do this. God, we pray for each one who will talk, who will speak, who will encourage us to give. We're given to a healthy, good cause, God. So we're ever so grateful again. We thank you. We praise you. We glorify you. Have your perfect way now, oh God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen and amen. Quickly, Stephen, I have 15 seconds. Just in a nutshell, the importance of giving back and what Morgan has done for you. 15 seconds.
Oh, look. Well, there are many who have given before I came to Morgan back in 1977. So now it's up to us to give to those who are yet to come behind us. So it's been a blessing. It's blessed my life. And it's nothing better than to give back, to sow back into soil that has been so fruitful in my life. That's it.
God bless you, my brother. God bless you.
God bless you, man. Thanks a lot.
Wow. The long-awaited 4th annual virtual telethon presented by the Grizzly Booster Club. We got to pass it over to our president, just the vision and just for him to speak of some details that we may want to know, some details that we can go by and moving forward, upcoming events, and how we need to prepare. Paul, good evening.
Good evening, Glenny. Good evening. Good evening, boosters. It's a pleasure to be with you all tonight. This is, as Glenny mentioned, is the 4th year that we're doing this. I remember the first year when we had the idea to do something a little bit different in terms of how we could reach as many people as we can reach and to raise as much money as we can raise to give back to the athletic programs at Morgan State University. And it was an experiment at the time for us to do this. And we didn't really know how it was going to work out. But now look at us now. We're 4 years later, and we're doing it again. And each year it gets better and better and better. And I've got to thank Glenny and the team for the hard work they put into making this happen. And for all of the boosters that participate. The amount of money that we're raising goes up every year. So we really appreciate digging into your pockets and digging deep in most occasions to bring back what needs to be brought back to our university and our athletic program, and the impacts, most importantly, the impacts that are being made. So your dollars that you donate is not sitting in a bank account. It's actually going to work within the athletic department, supporting the weight room renovation, supporting the lounge for the athletic, the football athletes, to have equipment that they can use that helps them with their practice and their preparation for the games. To actually reward them and celebrate them in various events where they feel like they're connected to the Morgan community, not just playing football. So trust me, every dollar that is raised, every dollar that's being given to the athletic department through the Grizzly Booster Club goes directly to the student athletes and the betterment of the student athletes at Morgan State University. So we thank you. We truly, truly thank you, everybody, for what you've donated. And while it's 4 years in doing this, I still say it's just the beginning because there's a lot more for us to do. And we look forward to the continued partnership, the continued fellowship, and everything that we're going to do. And one last thing I would like just to mention is that part of it is about raising dollars and giving it back to the athletic program. The other part of this is to build a Grizzly community. What we want to have is each 4 years we graduate and we transition into our grown-up lives. And what we want to do is to bring all the boosters, all the Grizzlies together and get to know one another. A lot of classes don't get to know each other. And being able to build the fellowship in a community and expanding the family and the outreach, I think is just a wonderful thing because we get to know each other. I get to meet guys from the 2010s and the 1995s and so forth. And I graduated in 85, right? So just the fact that we can build a community together and celebrate together and root on our football program together, it has a huge impact. So I want to thank everybody for that.
Wow, so I'm excited, man, to move forward. We got plenty of details. We have plenty of information, along with the donations that we're trying to get you guys to become donors. So we're going to move forward at this time. Plenty of information. Again, we have the donation procedure available. I'll be presenting this throughout the night. We have upcoming events coming up that we're going to share, such as tomorrow, the White Affair. We have the bus trip coming up on the 31st. We also have the bus trip on the 28th. And we have the Bo Rose and Falling Grizzlies that's coming up as well. So I'm excited about all that we have to provide for tonight. But today, we're talking about making those donations, and we're excited. President Paul, any last words before you move forward?
The only thing I would add, and I think it's always a nice thing just to touch on every year. As you all know, for the folks who tend to come to our football games and able to do that, there is a hospitality tent that is put up, and it's in the far end corner of the football field, and it's a place where friendships are expanded, celebrations occur. We affectionately call it the Bear Cave because that's where all the Grizzly boosters get together and watch the football game. And a lot of people always want to ask the question, how do we get into that Bear Cave? How do I get access into that? And it's a simple answer, is the athletic department graciously put up that hospitality tent just as a thank you. This is a thank you for the donors that give over $300 a year in donations to the athletic program, right? So it's a simple conversation. If you have a heart of giving and you give over $300, you get into the Bear Cave as a thank you every game. And it's a vibe that goes on in there. It's good music, it's good food, it's good fellowship. You're going to meet people in there that you never knew before. You're going to run into old friends that you didn't see in 20 years potentially. So I encourage everybody who donates, if you can donate to that level, and let's make sure that hospitality tent is a vibe and an atmosphere every game. One of the things that we do know for sure, the athletes also appreciate it, right? When they look into that corner and see 200, 300 boosters hanging out there and cheering them on, it does something. So I don't want to minimize that one bit. So everybody, if you get a chance, make sure you donate to as much as you can. But if you're over the 300, come to the games, hang out in the hospitality tent or the Bear Cave, and let's have a good time.
God bless you, Paul.
Thank you, Glenny. God bless everybody.
Tell the dogs I say hey.
They say hello.
Once again, I'm excited, guys. Listen, go into the comments. Tag multiple Morganites in the comments so they can see. Listen, if you're not prepared for something like this, something that will bring our Morgan family together in support of our student athletes, what else is there? So go ahead and tag everybody. Share this out to other Morganites. Inbox them, email them, do all that you can. We're going to move forward at this time. My buddy, my friend. What's going on, James Willoughby?
What's happening, Glenny Moore? How are you, brother?
I got to set the stage. Just be very clear. We only have about 3 to 5 minutes, but Willoughby, we got to start with you. You are one of the founding members. Put that in perspective for everyone that's viewing us right now.
Well, Glenny, it was 4 of us. We had a dream. We had a dream of giving back somehow to the athletic department. Me, myself, James Willoughby, Hans Ramsey, Craig Spencer, and James Wills. We just couldn't figure out what we were going to do. So, because we was just the 4 of us, we pulled money out of our own pocket, doing parties and events. I remember we started out in the back of Cummins doing fish fries. We had it called 11 Strong. You gave $11 donation. It gave you food, drinks, and got you into a hospitality tent that was on top of the campus and back of Cummings. So we've grown over the years. And the reason why we've grown is because of the people out here, alumni, students, and you don't even have to be an alumni or student. You can be a family member to give back. I remember the first year we went from about $900 profit, and now we're well over that. Not too long ago, we presented a check for over $50,000 for the athletic department. We know where our funds are going. We know what we buy. Just like this year, we buy the coach's wish list. If the coach needs something, we give, we buy, because we have that money, and we want to help the program out in any way. We volunteer our times. We do dinner for them. We do everything. Whatever the coaches did. And it's just not just football. It's any of the athletics organizations there. We are willing to help them out as far as education. We got alumni, boosters that can offer jobs, help people out, and lead them in a direction. We are what we see. The alumni, we got to just reach out, dig down deep, give something. Every dollar counts. It counts. Everybody know I'm a beggar when it comes to money giving. I bleed blue and orange. Hans Ramsey bleed blue and orange. James Wills bleed blue and orange. Craig Spencer bleed blue and orange. We take any kind of money. It doesn't matter. It all helps out, brother. It all helps out. And we got over, I'm not sure how many boosters on that page now, Lynn. It's about whatever, it's over 1,000, well over 1,100 boosters on there. If each of you, I know times are hard and we all can't come up with money, but if everybody gave $100, $50, $20, $10, it helps out. It helps out. And I'm on here asking all of my friends, give. It doesn't matter what you give. Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts, Glenny.
We got 1 minute. Morgan meant that much to you. You even shared it with a personal person in your life. Can you share with the world who that is?
Coach D. Man, Coach D is my second father. I don't go every day, like clockwork. 6 o'clock in the morning, I get a text message from Coach D. Enjoy your day. How's everything going? He don't miss. Sometimes I ain't even up. But I hear it. I don't even need an alarm clock. I hear my phone go off, and it's Coach D. And Coach D meant a lot to me. And Morgan means a lot to me. Morgan's where I got my start from. Morgan's got me a degree, 2 degrees, one for undergrad and a graduate, and it helped me in my career. And everybody knows that I'm Morgan all the way. So those are some people that have impacted my life to 100%. And the current administration that's there now, all the way up to Dr. Wilson, Dina, the AD, and the rest of the whole entire athletic department. I don't want to leave no names out because I can keep going and going and it'd be past my 5 minutes. But I just want to give it out. And let me forget now, those that work at the university, that are members are getting paid by the university. Hey, you can log on because your dollars count too. I know you're doing other things with the school, but your dollar counts too. So give out of the kindness of your hearts. Reach out in that pocket.
Love you, brother. Love you.
All right, Glenny. You're doing a great job, Glenny. Shouts out to you.
Love you, man. Wow. One of the founding members. Listen, we're going to keep this thing rolling. Go ahead in the comments and tag Morganites. Just tag Morganites so they can check out this broadcast. We're supporting our university, Blue and Orange. We got over 25 guests, and we're going to keep it moving today. So I'm excited. And let's see who we have next. We have Linnell, but I don't want to call him. I don't want to call him his government name. I gotta call him Pound King. Pound King.
What's going on, everybody?
I brought you in for a specific reason. Just let everybody know the importance of us sending us their information so we can communicate with them and get their emails and their contact information so we can share the great things that's going on at Morgan State.
Not a problem at all. Just want everybody to know that, yes, the donations are important, but knowledge is power. Knowledge has always been power. And we have the infrastructure in place right now to give you that information. All we need is a way to contact you. What I'm about to do right now, I'm about to give you our email address. Send us your name, your phone number, the year you came out of Morgan, or if you're a parent of a student right now, send us that information. And if you played a sport, or if your child plays a sport, what sport that is. Our email address is msugrizzliesbc@gmail.com. Again, msugrizzliesbc@gmail.com. And just to let y'all know how important Morgan is to me, I got a niece, Anissa Fair. Nisa's in the house, who's a senior this year. And I got another niece, Jada Holly, who's an incoming freshman. That's how we do it for Morgan Bay. We do it in like an assembly line.
That's right, Pound Cake. Let them know your experience at Morgan off and on the field.
Well, on the field, I was considering myself a scout team all-star.
But you did.
If you needed something done, I did it with enthusiasm. Made sure the guys that started got in and did their job well, to the point where I actually started a couple games myself. So through hard work, dedication, and just intensity, made things happen. Off the field, made sure my grades were where they need to be, made sure I did everything I needed to do in class, made sure, and don't get me wrong, I did have fun. I'm not going to make it sound like I was all business. But at the same time, it's very important when you go in to make sure that you understand that your college record will affect you. for many years to come. So you want to make sure that you keep your GPA and your extracurricular activities up.
What's your expectation 2024 football?
Oh, we're gonna win a MEAC championship, and we're gonna do so good that NCAA might let us into one of the bowl games. Come on now, I'm thinking they're gonna be like, you know what, we're gonna extend the NCAA championship, and we're gonna be playing Alabama. Come on now, my expectations, hell, put me in, coach.
My man. Hey man, we appreciate you. We appreciate all that you do, the sacrifices you make on behalf of our student athletes. I got about 30 seconds, Pound Cake. Just share with everybody your last sentiments as far as encourage the donors and making those donations, man.
At the end of the day, whether you had an excellent experience playing sports at Morgan or you wish there was some things that you had that you didn't, we are now in the process of giving those student athletes those things that you said you wish you had, but you didn't. They're getting those things. They're getting that equipment. They're getting that locker room. They're getting that weight room because of what we're doing. So your donations are not just going in the wind and you don't know what's going on. We can show you pictures of the rooms that they're going through. We can show you pictures of the equipment that is buying. We can show you the smiles on the athletes' faces as they're using the equipment that your money purchased. Come on now, you can't get any better than that.
Wow. That encouraged me, man. I'm ready to play some football, man. I love it, man. And I know you love blue and orange, man. And we had the opportunity. Well, I was coaching when you were playing.
Yeah, but, I still call you Coach Glenny.
just your commitment, man, and just your willingness to do what you need to do. I just love it, man, and your passion. So God bless you, my brother.
Hey, thanks a lot. You're doing a great job, Glenny. Keep it up.
You got it. Listen, go ahead and share this out. Tag other Morganites on this broadcast. Let them know what we're doing. 4th annual virtual telethon. We're excited. We're supporting our program, State University, and our student athletes. Join the fun. And we're going to start it off because it's football season, y'all. And I'm ready for some football. And who to start that up? Who would start better than our coach, head coach, Coach Wilson? How you doing, sir? You gotta get your mic up.
I'm doing good, Glenn. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm excited, man. We just gathering around. We want to support what you're doing. I don't want to do this formally, man. I want to be laid back and I want to have fun with it. Coach yourself. Going into this year, what are you saying to yourself for this upcoming 2024 football season?
Man, that's a good one. The biggest thing is just, allow the people around me to get done what they need to get done. Prepare those folks to do that, whether it's coaches and or players, and just trust the process. That's the biggest thing. We at the end of the day, we want to win championships and that sort of thing around here, but it's a process to get to it, and there's no shortcuts. And I understand that, I know it, and just trust the process and take advantage of the things that we do have here at Morgan State to give us an opportunity to be successful.
It's been 3 years now. Year to year, does your goals, your expectation, do those things change or it pretty much stays the same until you hit the mark?
I think the goals stay the same. The biggest thing, like I said, is that process to get to the ultimate goal, which is to win. And one thing we've been talking about recently is just get 1% better every day. It's kind of cliche, but at the end of the day, we want to do that. And I think when you do that, it'll help you reach your ultimate goal, and that is to have some success and win championships.
You had a stellar defense, man. We all excited about that defense. What are you looking forward to, and what are your expectations for this defense? And should we add pressure to say, are you going to be better than last year? What's your insight on this year, 2024 defense?
Well, and you just said it, 2024 defense. The defense we had in 23 is no more. Those guys it's a different defense, different team. Some of the same guys, but they have not played together in a game yet in the 24 season. So we're still expecting those guys to be a attacking style defense, to be very disciplined in our coverages and our fronts, to bring a lot of excitement to the game. And we're working special team wise and offensively to match some of that intensity. We're not going to sneak up on anyone this year defensively. So therefore, we're going to get the best shots of our opponents, and we still must play sound defense and stay level-headed.
This is the big question on offense. Had a little inconsistency at that quarterback position. It's the question that it's the elephant in the room. What are we doing differently at that quarterback position this year?
Todd Smith has gotten a nod to be the number one guy right now. We have some very good competition throughout camp, and we brought a mid-year transfer in as well to go along with Deuce and Dominique. So those guys have been competing pretty good this all camp. And but Todd will get the nod to be the number one guy when we take the field on the 31st.
When I say special teams, or when I think special teams, I think of Keith Jenkins. He's simply special. Are we going to use him more, or specifically special teams, as a weapon?
Well, we're going to use Keith all over the field. You know, Keith is a guy that had a great meeting with him at the end of last season, and he's done wonders with regards to studying the game, putting in extra work in the weight room, on the field. He's been around all summer. So we're going to use Keith all over the field, offensively as well as special teams. You might see him a little bit on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Wow. Listen, I had James Willoughby on. He talked about the whole idea of a wish list. Some of your wishes for this year, some of your desires for this year. What do you want from the Grizzly Booster Club? What do you want from the fans? What kind of support do you want? Share with us your wish list.
Well, we want to continue. You know, you guys have been great since we've been here. Continue to improve that relationship, as well as inform/educate the current student athletes the importance of a booster club and importance of the alums and some of the things on our wish list. We want to make sure that our student athletes have the best learning facilities that they could have to improve the overall process here, the overall experience here. You know, we're looking to improve the locker room space. We're talking about classroom and meeting room areas for these students to have conducive learning environments. Those are things that, you know, that really are important to us. I think it helps with recruiting, but also it helps with just the students buying into the overall program and having those areas that they can call their own.
You added a few pieces to the coaching staff. Could you speak on that? I know Coach Johnson. I had the pleasure to play against Coach Johnson, also your new offensive coordinator. Can you share on those new pieces?
Yes, we added 3 guys offensively that I think will bring a wealth of knowledge to the program. Coach Johnson, as you mentioned, he's going to help Coach Redditz with the offensive line. Coach Johnson played almost 10 years in the league, coached 12 years in the National Football League, coached college ball for a number of years in the XFL and everything else. But, you know, he's a guy that I've worked with before, has a wealth of knowledge, and he's been a great addition thus far this summer with our guys. Also, Tyree Reed, who was my offensive coordinator at Bowie, the last 2 championships we won. He took over at the wide receiver position, and then of course Coach Apollo Wright. He's our new offensive coordinator, a guy that I've known for over 20 years in this business, and brings a lot of knowledge as well to the game. High energy guy, really going to get the ball in the playmakers' hands. So those guys have been great additions, and we also added one Chip Vaughn on the defensive side of the ball, who's going to help Coach Farner a little bit with the defensive line and do some analytics and things like that for us.
Listen, Coach, the purpose of this broadcast is to gather people together to make donations and rally the Morgan family and the community together to raise money. How would donations and money help your football program? Just give them some concrete things we can look at that you need, our student athletes need, that will make them better as football players, to work on their bodies. What can you use? What can those donations, how can they help you?
Well, you know, I mentioned 2 things already. We talked about the locker room. We're talking about the meeting location, meeting spaces, to upgrade those. So when you're talking about recruits coming to our campus and understanding the rich history that Morgan State has, and we're able to display it. You know, we have a place to display some of that history that we can call our own. We talk about nutrition table. That's something that's really important now with regards to the guys eating throughout the summer, eating the right meals and getting the right nutritional things they need to become bigger, faster, stronger. And we've done a great job, I think, over the last 2 summers, having these guys around all summer. Now it's as far as summer school, so now it's important to get them the necessary nutrition that they need in their bodies to get the desired outcome.
Coach, I've been trying to convert you for about 3 years now. Baltimore house music, Baltimore club music. Have you converted yet?
Nah, I'm still not converted. I'm a DC guy, so I'm still a go-go hit. But I'm trying to see when I'm going to outgrow that. But at the end of the day, I love a good house music and club music.
Coach, you got 15 seconds. Anything on your heart, anything on your mind, anything you want to say to the fans?
Hey, Glenny, once again, I really appreciate you guys and everything that you do for the ball club. Believe me, nothing goes unnoticed. I think that the support that you guys have provided the student athletes is great. We're looking forward to packing the house down in Hampton when we take on the Pirates on the 31st of August. So we got a couple more weeks to prepare, but we're excited. The bus trips, the buses are going down, so we're excited to see you guys down there on the 31st of August.
Coach, I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot.
I'm ready for some football. I'm ready for some football. Keep in mind all the things that Coach Wilson said, some of his needs, the wish list that he named for these guys to operate and be at a top level as football players. We need donations. Today is that day to make your donation. I want to pop this on the screen real quick before we go to our next guest. Look, the donation procedure, just go to morganbearclub.com. Go to MSU Athletics, the destination of athletics. Simply select the option Grizzlies Booster Club. Grizzlies Booster Club. That will go right and exact to Morgan State Athletics to help our program, to help our student athletes. As they said before, you see us active in the community and where your money is going. We want to hook up that locker room. We want to hook up a lot of different things on campus for our student athletes, and it's on us. Morgan did for us, now we should be doing for Morgan. So I pray that you guys are excited about that just well. Go ahead and make your donation. Listen, while you're viewing this, I'm ready to go to the next guest. Go ahead in the comments and tag as many Morganites as you can. Share this out. Just share it out all evening. We'll be here for a while talking Morgan sports. I want to hear the stories, the testimonies. Go ahead and do that now, and let's continue with our next guest. Coach Monday, how you doing, sir?
Hey, Glenny, what's going on, my man?
Man, I'm excited, man. I'm ready for some football, but I can wrestle a little bit too.
Me too. This is my favorite time of the year, man. I love football. I played ball growing up. I love what Coach Wilson had to say. I'm backing him 100%. I'm going to Hampton for his first game. I'm excited, man. He was a wrestler too, so we kind of move on the same wavelength.
Listen, one of the first questions I asked Coach Wilson, and we're not going to keep you long, Coach. We're going to be 3 to 5 minutes.
Yep.
But one of the first questions I asked Coach Wilson, coach yourself. What are you going to do differently this year, 2024?
Well, I think, that first year gave me a lot of insight on my team, right, and who I've got coming back, right? So just that experience those kids got from last year, we understand, the length of the season. We understand, how to prepare. And so we're just going to prepare better. I think we understand, just the competition that we have, that we up against. It's a tough landscape, man. Wrestling is tough, and I don't back away from the competition, right? So I think we're better. We're better prepared. We understand, just how to move our guys, and we, for me, it's just about knowing your team, and understanding each guy and how to push each guy and what the talent level is. And we got some new kids coming in, this year, so I'm excited about, a couple guys we got coming in, transfers, and so I'm excited about the season, man. I'm excited about what we got coming back.
Let me ask you, we just experienced the Olympics. We were excited about track. We were excited about basketball.
Yeah.
Your thoughts about wrestling this year?
Yeah, it was a tough season, man. It was a tough year, right? It was a good team. We got a good team. You know, I think we didn't get any gold medals for the first time since 1968, and so that didn't feel very well. But man, the competition is tough. I think the world is better. I just think the guys wasn't battle tested. I think they kind of some of the guys from my standpoint, I think they just wasn't battle tested. You know, a couple of the guys were the guys. You know, the one 57-kilo guy. I think he was better. He got a silver medal, and I just think overall they could have done better, right? But you know, it's a tough, man. You know, Olympics is tough, man. It's a tough time to you know, to compete. But I think I think we came up short a little bit this year.
Let me ask you, Coach, is it for a football player, college football player, their sights may be down the road for the NFL, a guy that can hoop and play basketball, successful in his college career, his sights may be the NBA. For wrestling, is it the ultimate thing to become an Olympian as a wrestler? Was that always in your heart as a wrestler, as a young wrestler? Was that the big vision? Is that the ultimate thing?
Yeah, absolutely, man. When I was 10 years old, it was the first time I got a chance to watch the Olympic Games in 1972. I was 10, and I started wrestling when I was 6. And so, yeah, that was the first time I really understood that was the ultimate in the sport of wrestling. There is no, you know, professional sport in wrestling. So, yeah, the Olympic Games is kind of like track and field. So, you know, that is the ultimate. That's the ultimate goal. And so that's what really kind of motivated me to stay in the sport of wrestling, because I saw the Olympic Games, man, you know, and it was so inspirational. And that was my goal. That was my goal, to be the best in the world, make that Olympic team and become Olympic gold medalist. And that's the same guys that come to me, man. The same guys that are coming to Morgan State, their goals are to be world champions, right? And that's the kind of kids we recruit. I mean, when I ask them, I'm interviewing these kids, like, you know, what do you want to do? Who you want to be? You know, what do you want to achieve in the sport of wrestling? And they all say, I want to be an NCAA champion. I want to be a world champion. I want to be an Olympic champion. And that's what they say, right? And that's the kind of program that we are going to build. We want to build a environment where kids can come, you know, get a degree here at Morgan State, and then go right into, you know, making the Olympic world teams, you know, and trying to make, you know, the Olympic team in 2028.
Coach, I got about 15 seconds. Just share with the fans, the Morganites, the community, the importance of donations and what you expect from the fans this year. Got about 15 seconds, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, it's all about the student athletes. It's all about their experience. You know, we want them to have a great college experience. And what does that mean? It means giving them every opportunity to be successful in the classroom and on the mat, right? And I agree with Coach Wilson, right? It's just about, you know, we gotta increase our locker room, right? So when kids come to campus, you know, they see something that they want to be a part of. They want to leave a legacy. They want to be a part of, you know, success, right? And everybody wants to win. Of course, everybody wants to win. They don't come here to lose. Everybody comes here to win, right? And you know, but it's about the experience. It's about, you know, it's not just about you know, the sport, right? It's about what they're doing in the classroom. It's about what they're doing on campus, right? Supporting one another, right? I make all my kids support all the other sports. They're going to the volleyball games. They're going to the, you know, track games, track and field. They're helping out there. They're going to the football games, right? So they are involved on campus supporting the other sports, and that's what we want. We want a great experience. We want to support one another, and that's how we build. That's how we build a legacy, right? Everybody's trying to do their best to represent Morgan State in an excellent way, right? We all after excellence. And Dr. Wilson sets the standard. He sets the standard. You know, he wants the student athletes to have, you know, just a great experience at the National Treasure, and that's what we're all about.
Coach, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
You guys too,
you're going to have a great year this year.
Yeah, we have a good year, man. We're ready, man. We got some good kids coming back. All the kids are hungry. They worked their butt off over the summer, and we're gonna have a good season. So we want you guys to come out, support wrestling, and give as much as you can, and give us an opportunity to represent Morgan State in a great way.
God bless you, Coach.
Job, man. Appreciate you.
God bless you, man.
Bear.
Wow. I'm even more excited. I was excited about football. Now I'm excited about wrestling. I want you to be excited about making your donations today. Once again, you see on the screen, we have that donation procedure. Go right to morganbearclub.com and make your donation. Make sure you select the option Grizzly Booster Club. We know that that's going right to the Morgan State Athletic Department. So we're excited about that. Again, go ahead and tag somebody, share this out. We need more people in this room right now as we get excited about Morgan State, as we get excited about athletics. Leadership is important. So I got another guest. She's a newbie. She's a rookie. In fact, she has on orange at this time.
Yes.
Keisha Campbell, you sporting the orange. What you think about that orange and blue?
Well, let me tell you, most people don't know this, but orange is one of my favorite colors.
That's right. And it's the only color for you right now.
It's the only color. Look at my sofa. Look at the pillows on my sofa.
Oh, that was an easy transition. Easy
Exactly.
transition.
That was very easy. Very easy. Very easy.
Look,
Sorry about that. I made
listen,
some
I'm
people
excited.
busy just then.
Listen, leadership is important. I read your resume and you've seen some things, you've experienced some things. What does donations mean to a program, an athletic program? Can you give us some concrete specifics from the places that you've been here at Morgan now? What are some of the challenges that donations will help?
Donations will make a huge difference for college athletics. Morgan State University, like other universities, you know, we struggle financially when it comes to being able to provide the extra for our student athletes. It will make a huge difference. As far as just one small thing, some may see it as small, but it's huge for our student athletes. The nutrition piece, being able to provide nutritional sustenance for student athletes to get them back into a recovery mode is very important. Being able to provide opportunities for them to be able to grow as students, as student athletes is very important. The donations that come from whether it's alumni or other supporters, they are huge. They are very important. We are students first at Morgan State University. In our athletics department, we are student athletes first. I have this motto that if it doesn't benefit the students, then we don't do it. So everything that we do needs to be geared towards the student athletes, and also, you know, their experience at Morgan State is very important, because what we want them to do is to be a part of an organization as this in the future that they're giving back. But we want to provide them with a really good experience so that they feel good about giving back.
Ms. Campbell, I know you just got here. I play ball. And they said we have this new leader coming into Morgan State. And I want to warn you right now, Glenny, she played ball. I said, huh? So you know what you talk about. They tell me that you can play ball. Let the world know, let the Morgan State community know whether you can play ball and what level did you go to in playing ball?
I was an okay basketball player.
Okay.
But let me say this. I worked really hard. And I told somebody last week, I said, I don't think I was that really good of a basketball player, but I worked much harder.
Okay.
But I did play basketball 4 years, all 4 years on athletic scholarship at South Carolina State. I was MEAC Player of the Year my senior year. I also went to coach at South Carolina State.
You said Player of the Year, but you said you were okay.
Yes, I was okay.
Okay.
I was the 1991 Player of the Year.
Okay, that was my year. Okay.
That's your year?
Yeah, I played around that 88 to 90, 91, 92.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you should remember us.
I should remember you whipping out butt on the court. That's what I should remember.
You should recall.
Look,
But
Keisha,
but yes, I did have that experience in the MEAC. That's why it was very important for me. I had a preference to remain in the MEAC at one of our HBCUs. So Morgan State to me was the natural fit when this opportunity came along. But I really want to make certain that the work that I do is impactful. And I know we can't do it alone. It's alums like yourself and other people who can come along and really make an impact. Some people feel like, oh, I don't have enough to give now. And I used to always just tell my friends, give what you can. You know, we're not trying to break the bank, you know, give what you can. If we have 1,000 people giving what they can, just imagine that impact versus none of that 1,000. So those gifts are important, and we promise to be good stewards of said gifts because the student athletes definitely have needs. I would love to be able to help AD Patton and our team to help grow our fundraising arm through this method, and I do realize that our student athletes are definitely most important when it comes to what we're trying to accomplish as a campus. Without them, none of us have jobs.
Amen. And you kind of put it in a nutshell, the next question I was going to ask you. Listen, I look forward to meeting you. We ran out a little time. I may see you in the court or I may see you in your office, but I want to meet you, all right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Looking forward to it.
God bless you, sis.
Take care. Hey, Coach.
Hey.
What's up, Coach Z?
Hi, how are you?
We always somehow seem to meet up and be in the same place. I'm shooting you emails asking you to do this, to that, and the other.
Anything for you guys.
Listen, are you excited about this season? I think people do not realize we're talking football. I'm excited for football. The volleyball is right around the corner. Could you give us a take on that, on how soon this is coming and the mode that your volleyball team is in now?
Yeah, I'm excited about this 2024 season. Right around the corner, literally, we have our orange and navy scrimmage this weekend on Saturday after the sneaker soiree. So hopefully everyone is joining to go to the soiree and then, you know, spend some time on campus and seeing us play. But our first match is August 30th. We have our home tournament. We couple it up with Towson and Morgan State Invitational. So it'll be a great first showing. It's our first events to start off the athletics calendar.
Right. So the one thing that was interesting, I just wrote an article on your behalf. The challenge for me in thinking from a coach perspective, you have to juggle incoming freshmen. It's almost like you're starting over again, creating a culture with newcomers and the older players. Tell us and tell the Morgan community how challenging that is.
It's challenging, but also exciting. I mean, we have some Morgan athletes that have spent 4 years here, who know the ropes, who have the experience of seeing the change in culture and the direction that we're going in. So it's exciting to be able to have that tenure on the team, but also like a new edge and new flavor of the new faces that we'll have. And so these are people that they chose Morgan. And just as everybody maybe on this call chose Morgan and the special things that this place brings. So they're just getting ready to get a taste of what the Morgan experience is. And so now we're showing them what it's about once the school year starts up. And so it's exciting to be able to help, you know, mature them and get them engaged and knowing the ropes and, you know, just living that Morgan State life.
Listen, I'm not going to keep you long. This is just moving and grooving. But the one thing that I believe that we're challenged with is fan support. I'm going to even admit myself, the volleyball season of last year. I just wasn't there enough. What can you say to the fans? Let's get them in the seat. Could you encourage the fans to get there? And a two-part thing, because I got about 1 minute left.
Okay.
Address the food issue and then address the importance of donations.
Yeah, we've got a lot of energy this year in the gym, a lot of flavor. So, volleyball is an exciting game. It is the highest growing youth sport in women's sports and girls sports. So, I'm hoping that continues to take an edge on the community, Baltimore community, and as we've seen it hit milestone numbers with a national rate. And so I want our Morgan State supporters to come see what we're about, come see the sport, learn about it. And I know they'll be out of their seats once they see a couple of rallies go around. And then two, the importance of really donating is the experience that we get. I mean, we see this university growing at a great rate, and it's continuing to pour into the community and our university end. And so athletics is just the next step. Just being able to be here, we've just had a team bonding event. We're able to support them in ways, even if it's just asking the coach, what does their program need? Is it a team bonding event? Is it a team meal? Just something to show that, we're here, we're there for them and supporting them in all different aspects. So to pour in is a great opportunity in whichever way you can.
Coach Z, I'm wishing you the best this year. Third year's the charm.
That's
Third
right.
year's the charm, right?
Just
Let's do it. Listen, you got your white outfit ready?
That's right. I got my sneakers and all.
You got your sneakers and your white outfit. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
Right. See ya. Go Bears.
Look, I went on and got 2 white outfits just in case I might have to switch up. I got my dancing outfit on. I got my eating outfit on. I got my when I enter the room outfit on. Is that okay with you, Sterling?
You're doing too much.
Sterling Stewart, part of our leadership team in the athletic department. Please, let's get right to this. And I got some other things. We're a little behind, so I'm going to move a little fast. Just go ahead and get into the white affair, the sneaker soiree tomorrow. Get into that, and then we'll get into some other things.
Well, thank you for having me and doing this for athletics. Tomorrow night, August 16th, at the Hilton Garden Inn in White Marsh, we're hosting our inaugural sneaker soiree. It is an opportunity for us to connect, socialize, while generating funding for cultural and social activities that the AD has deemed important. And yes, our first one, what we're really proud of, we got about 80% of what we're doing, or what the initial cost, we got about 80% donated, which we had a small mark that we needed to hit that would be a net positive. So, and one thing that we're really excited about, we know the date for next year already. So we're looking to create signature moments at signature times that Morgan knows what we're doing. So the event tomorrow is the inaugural one. It's tomorrow at 7. The next one is scheduled for July 25th, 2025. Same place.
Wow. Myself and Coach Z just talked about fans. In fact, we spoke about it with Coach Monday as well. Can you share? And I think last year you kind of put it in an eloquent way. Fan support, not just for football, basketball, volleyball, wrestling at Morgan State. How can we get more fan support?
Well, I've been charged with doing that, and what we've concentrated on this past 6 months or so is to address our community, not the outside community, not Baltimore, but our community. So right now we currently don't have a facility that would house our entire population. Our entire population is about 14 5. That includes faculty, staff, and student body, right? Really around the range of 15,000. Our stadium can max at 12, but so we want to take advantage of our population and get everyone that's benefiting from Morgan to be excited about Morgan. And if we can do that, then the excitement grows out. A blast or a burst happens from inside out, not outside in. So that's what our initiative that we put together, and we've been making some strong pushes. We created several initiatives that attract more faculty and staff throughout the year and this past year, and we are seeing the results come in abundance because people are asking and calling about it who never had before.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Listen, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We don't have much time. We get ready to move to Dana. One thing I want you to break down. We spoke on our behalf, the Grizzly Booster Club, and some of the things that we expect from our fans. But the ticket layout, the ticket breakdown, are you able to articulate that at this time with the upcoming football season arriving shortly?
Yes. Right now we're running an early bird special, and we partnered with the University Marketing Department. And it's I want to say if you purchase now is $60 for a season ticket, which you can't beat. And as we get to the end, the number increases as we go. But we've been really pushing all summer long the $60 early bird.
Got it. You got 15 seconds. Share what's on your mind, your heart to the Morgan community and the community abroad. 15 seconds.
Hey, Morgan fans, Morgan family, I'm excited to be here. We have a ton of initiatives that we want to implement. The only thing we're asking for you is to continue to support and support even more. So be a part and let us know. Come out, cheer, and root the Bears on to victory. Thank you.
God bless you, my brother. We'll talk.
Thank you.
Super excited. We got leadership. We got coaches. What a telethon. I see you guys are pouring in the room. Go ahead and tag some more Morganites. Tag the community to be a part of this. Share this out. Let everyone know what we're doing. We're supporting Morgan State University and Morgan State student athletes. Once again, go right to morganbearclub.com. Look under MSU Athletics and select Grizzlies Booster Club. We know that's going right to Morgan State Athletics, so we are excited about that. I hope you are too. Share with a friend. The ultimate leader. The ultimate leader.
Hi, Glenny.
I'm excited about this 2024 season. You have to be excited about this. What are you looking forward to the most in this summer-fall season?
The summer-fall? Well, that's really is a continuation from last spring in my mind. We ended the year with a MEAC champion in our softball program, and that excitement has continued through the summer, through this fall, and everybody was in support of that program. And now everybody's excited about all the other programs to follow.
Lead yourself. I spoke with Coach Wilson. I spoke with a couple other coaches that were on before you. Lead yourself. What would you do differently this 2024 season? What are your expectations for this 2024 season?
My goal really is to get out more in the community myself. I had to take the first couple of years to put a team together, start a couple new programs. And for me, I'm in a space now where I can really get out into the community, get out with our alums, fundraise and help Sterling to bring more money into the program, but also be able to focus on a lot of big picture items.
One of the big picture items is hirings. You didn't hire 200 people? As a leader, how difficult is that to bring in a new look, a new culture, new staff, What is that like? Share with the community the challenges of that.
Well, it's a challenge, but being in this industry for a little while, I've grown and had relationships with a lot of people in college athletics and especially the HBCU landscape. We also have a number of awesome staff that were already at Morgan, and the challenge becomes that merger, right? Merging the two staffs together essentially, and them having and us having to adjust to new leadership. I have on my senior staff 1, 2, 3, 4 former athletics directors.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
You know, so we have an abundance of experience with that. And then we have the knowledge and our veterans of Morgan State that have contributed over the years and continue to strive. And several of them have been promoted as well. And so I'm looking forward to really, this will be the first year really to have that full team together and operating on all cylinders.
What's already been in place, what are you happy with that'll roll right over? What are you pleased and happy with over these last couple of years at Morgan State University?
I'm pleased with the direction of our football team. Okay. First and foremost, as you know, that was my first order of business when I got the job, is to hire a coach and try to get our football program back on track. And so I'm very pleased with the direction of that program. We have several new coaches that came in last year. I'm excited to see their programs to grow, and now being able to bring in their recruiting classes as well and kind of put their touch on what the success looks like at Morgan State for those teams. I'm also pleased with the work that we've done, and Sterling talked about some of them. It's just connecting to whether it be our faculty, our youth programs that we're doing to just bring in the youth. Because as you know, if you start with the youth, they're more than likely going to come to Morgan because of their experiences as a child. And so we're just looking to continue that momentum, and we're very competitive. So we're looking to win as well. So that's the part that I like that we did. We laid the foundation. We started 2 new programs. I'm excited about that. And this year we're looking for some continued success and some wins.
Donation wise, we've been talking about it all day long. We're not going to keep you long. We're going to keep moving forward. But can you give us a concrete idea what an athletic department needs to operate or to support student athletes? Can you put that in perspective for the viewers at this time about what's needed, what those donations are going to how they're going to help us?
So it's been mentioned several times, and one of the reasons why I brought Ms. Campbell in is to oversee our whole person, right? Our whole student athlete, where you need to be worried about their health and safety. You know, so we hired new athletics trainers. We need equipment for that. We have new training rooms. We need to put equipment in there. We want them to have a great space to call their own at their home away from home, which is the locker room. We also have programs that we're putting on, like such as a leadership academy and things like that. The other stuff, like we have great coaches. We have championship coaches. We have the personnel. Now we need the other things to help enhance the program and enhance the lives of our student athletes and to give them the great opportunity on their way out when they leave and go into the world.
Do you have your white outfit?
I have a couple. I'm like you. I got a couple I'm trying to choose from. And so
that's what I'm talking about. I got it laid out. I'm excited. The department is going. I got 15 seconds, Dina. Anything that's on your heart, mind, that you want to share with the Morgan community and the community abroad?
I would just like to say thank you. Thank you for the support and continued support. Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. Yes, we love to have, the large amounts, but the $5, the $10, the $25, all of that counts. Especially when you're talking about a nutrition program or you're talking about
putting money together for a locker room, all of that goes to that. And we appreciate your support and look forward to growing Morgan together.
Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
God bless you. Wow. Leadership. We have leadership. We have coaches. Now we're going to get into some events that is coming up. I want to pull that up again. Again, go ahead and make your donations. Go ahead and tag folk first. Go ahead and share this out to the masses. The Morgan family, the Morgan community, and people that you know that will support student athletes at Morgan. Again, this is the process. Go right there now. morganbearclub.com. Make your donation. Select Grizzlies Booster Club. Go do that right now. And at this time, she acts like she's shy, but I know she's not shy. I know she's not shy.
I am.
Look,
I'm a one-on-one person. So you and I talking one-on-one, I think we good.
We good. We good. But all the questions they're just everywhere, especially about this Hampton game and this bus trip to Virginia. I think I got some information on it, one of the flyers, but can you just put it in perspective for us, Vanessa Gray, who's part of Morgan State alumni, one of the leaders of that. First of all, is it sold out, the bus trip?
The bus trip is actually sold out. We're working on a second bus. We will only do a second bus if we can get at least 40 people to sign up, maybe not only sign up, but sign up and pay for the trip. Because we have like a couple of people who want to go on a trip, but we don't have any more seats.
So what's the due for the second bus? You got a due date where we got to get that money in and buy those tickets for second bus?
Yeah. So by tomorrow, we need confirmation for people who want to go. I have to let the bus company know by Monday whether we can get that second bus, because right now we're like 2 weeks out.
And what's the number of people? What's the number of people you need for you to get that second bus?
40.
40 people.
Yes.
There you go, folks. You guys been inboxing and texting me and emailing me. That's your information right there. The first bus is sold out. I'm still getting calls. So people are excited about this Hampton game, Vanessa. So you're saying tomorrow, make that call or send that email for a spot. And then by Monday, make that payment. We need at least 40 seats paid for on Monday. Now, what number, what email, how can they contact you guys?
Okay, so what we're gonna do, which I'm changing as we go. So we're gonna open up 40 seats. We're gonna open up the payment portal, 40 seats. I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning, and then if you're gonna go online, just go ahead and pay. And if you're contemplating and you need till Monday to do it, then you can email us at alumni@morgan.edu and let us know that it's in the subject line, put ticket purchase. And then you can also call us at 443-885-3015, and we can take your payment over the phone.
Wow. Go ahead and share.
I did share.
Well, go ahead and what I want you to share, just to let everybody know your personal touch and your personal quest at Morgan State University. Why are you so invested in Morgan State University?
Well, first of all, I'm a graduate of Morgan State University.
Say it loud. Say it loud. That's right.
I'm Black and I'm proud. So I graduated in 1981. I ventured off and I came back in 2012. And then I started working in alumni relations in 2014, I believe. And when I saw alumni relations and I saw the impact that we can have, as an office, as an alumni association, on the other alumni who are not a part, I was like, oh yeah, this is where I need to be. Because my personality tell me I need to be here, and my relationships with other alum tell me I need to be here. And my thing is to try to get the younger generation. So we already got you guys, kind of sort of got you guys. But we have us and we have the older generation. So it's the younger generation we're trying to pull in. So we're doing our best to do things that will bring in the younger generation. We open up, we do tailgates, we do games we go to and all that stuff, but it's just hard to get that younger crew. So that's my mission right now.
Let me ask you, the days that you walked on Morgan campus and your peers, can you name some of the football players that come to mind during your day?
Yes.
Name a couple.
I'm laughing. I'm sorry. Marvin Hicks.
Marvin Hicks.
Right.
Look, by the way, Marvin Hicks will be on later.
I know.
Marvin
I saw that.
Go ahead.
Pearl. You got Pearl. You got Arthur Cook. You got Andre Wickham. You got Don Williams. All they all. I'm going to iota route, right? So, a lot of guys I cannot remember their names.
But you were in the era where they were winning.
Oh my goodness, yes, they went to Japan while I was at school. Yes, and we were doing the Morgan Grambling games in New York. Oh my goodness, yes, yes, they were winning. But guess what? It's not too late to win again. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Yes, yeah, we can do it again. Just like God, if He did it before, He'll do it again. So that's it.
So let me say this: you can relate to this because alumni is constantly raising money. The importance of donations for you guys as well as for us. We're trying to donate tonight to Morgan State athletes, student athletes. Share the importance of donations. I got about 1 minute left. Share the importance of donations and giving back.
Okay, so in our office, believe it or not, we have a lot of students who's coming to Morgan, who's at Morgan, who always looking. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about Craig Spencer. Sorry, boy.
Yeah. Why you gonna hurt him like that?
I know. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so we have a lot of students who are entering Morgan, those who are here, who come to my office, call for some reason my name get out there and they calling me, coming to my office, Miss Gray, we need help. We don't have enough money to pay for I can't get my classes because I haven't finished paying my tuition. I need money to continue in school. I need money to come in school. So yes, it's very important, and it's not only to the athletic department, it's also to just the general student body where, funding needs to happen. Yeah.
Wow. Sister, you are a pro at this. You're going to take this over next year and be my co-host. How about that?
No, we ain't doing that. Love you much.
I know we're going to have a ball on that trip. Again, reach out to fill that seat tomorrow and then make sure your payment is in by Monday.
Yes.
And we need 40 people so we can take 2 buses down Virginia and whip Hampton's butt. We want to do that.
That's right. We got a bus of students too. So we have a bus of students, a bus of alumni. We need another bus for the alumni.
There you go. Thank you, sis. We're talking.
Right. Okay, cool.
Wow. I got a bunch of Morganites singing in the group chat. I'm telling you, they are pumped up about this season. They're pumped up about their donations to the telethon. I'm excited. I'm going to keep this ball moving. We got another special guest. Hey.
Oh. Hey, what's up, Glenny?
I always get you, man. I always get you, man.
Hey. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Listen, break down. I'm gonna put up the let me see if I can get it. I want you to break it down when I put it up.
Okay.
All right. Let me see. Go ahead and break that down for us.
All right. Good evening, folks. It's that time of year again. The Grizzly Booster Club presents the 3rd annual Bo Rose and the Fallen Grizzly Memorial Golf Outing. It's going to be held on Friday, October 4th, 2024 It's the Friday before homecoming. The registration is going to be at 6:45 a.m. and the tea time is at 8 a.m. Reserve your spots now, purchase your tickets, or you could purchase a foursome. Or if you would like, you could just donate by making a purchase of a round of golf for $120 per person. We'll accept any donation you give, but again, let's get moving because time is actually ticking away. The other part of that is, hey, the $120 covers your registration, it covers your lunch, your golf fees, and also your golf cart. Now, it's nothing like a round of golf with a bunch of wrestlers, football players, former athletes, professors, former coaches, the community, as well as family and friends. So I look forward to hope everybody get on board, and let's start purchasing those tickets right away.
Man, I want you to get to, and this is very important, to set the tone how this came about, starting with Bo Rose, the Fallen Grizzlies, the inspiration behind it all. Go ahead and share.
Okay, so we all know, for those of you, always start with Bo Rose. And Bo Rose is just like what this telethon is all about. His whole mindset, and we used to talk about it way back when we were young, that once we get into our careers, it's all about finding a spot at Morgan where we can just give back to help those athletes to be able to go out and just compete and, to get better facilities, better equipment, and also just have a much far better experience of what we went through during the time we came through at that time when Morgan was a little bit, behind the time. So Bo Rose has always committed his time. He had his Up and Smoke catering business, which he actually donated his time, service, his food. He sponsored those football players, and he would go out there and cook for those guys and not charge one penny for that or ask for any kind of money to come back to him. So it was all about his commitment, his family commitment. Wendy, the girls, Danielle, Morgan, Britt, they all just committed their heart and time, and they was out there serving those football players meals inside the stadium throughout practice, during spring games, and also serving the athletes outside of Hill Fieldhouse. So it was all about something that's really loving, and he did it from his heart. So that's what this is all about. So now, of course, we expanded as a Grizzly Booster Club and made a decision that we keep this dream alive about continue to support. And the golf outing is a replica of that because we're now honoring not only just Bo Rose, but also our other fallen Grizzly brothers and sisters that played athletics at Morgan State University. So it's going to be a very good event. You come back from homecoming, but we got to remember the guys that also paved the way and contributed so much on the field, their time, their money, and their services to Morgan State University advancement.
So you guys, not only we making donations tonight towards the telethon, but go ahead and register for the Bo Rose Fallen Grizzly golf outing. Very important. It'll be here before you know it.
Absolutely.
So excited about that. Look, I want to make a transition. I got a bunch of guests in the back room, but I want to make a transition at this time. I want you to introduce this gentleman right here, Mark. I want you to introduce him, man. And just, when you came to me not too long ago and shared this story with me, man. I love compelling stories. I love testimonies. I love journeys. I love the valleys and the mountains, man. Can you put in perspective of the gesture of Mark and how he's trying to support Morgan State and Morgan State athletics?
All right, so this is really this hit home for me a little bit here because, of course, I'm a Morganite, and Mark Roscoe is a Howard grad. So
that's right.
We were talking at one time, and we was at our nephew's graduation ceremonies, and we talked about what was going on. We always talk about our universities and schools. So I was talking to him about what we had done and things we was working on with the Grizzly Booster Club. And also, I think we really got more into about that tent.
Right.
My brother Mark is Omega Psi Phi as well. And his brother, Dr. Frank Chambers, was there and witnessed the tent and experienced it. And Mark said, hey, I want to be a part of that. And I looked at him. I said, wait a minute, man. You want to be a part of Morgan State? He said, yeah, John. I want to be a part of this, but here's the way I want to do it. My sister graduated from Morgan, okay? But she's already transitioned on. So I want to make my donation in care of my sister.
Right.
So when we talk about community, just in that split second, Mark and I have known each other well over 20 years, right, Mark?
Over 25 now.
25 years.
Yeah.
And we had never, ever, ever spoken about that his sister was a Morgan grad.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And I think it was, back then, Morgan was beating Howard a lot. and I was always wearing my Morgan gear around him. So it was kind of like bittersweet.
Right.
Wow.
I want Mark to take the lead on that, Glenny, and let him talk about why he's here today and why it's so important to him about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Mark, we got about 3 minutes. And when you share, please tell us about Teresa.
I will.
Anything you may know about her Morgan experience, and then your gesture. Go ahead.
Right. So first of all, I want to thank both of you for allowing me to come and speak. A bit about Teresa. Teresa was that person in our family that was always loving, always giving. She remembered everyone's birthday, not just all of us as the siblings, because it's 8 of us, but we're talking about aunts, uncles, and cousins down the line. She was the one that would send texts to remind us of all of our family milestones. So she was the person that you could always count on to be there to support the family, to support friends. If you have something going on with our children, with the friends of our children, she would be that person that would help come and be a part of it. She was fun-loving and full of life. And so when she passed really, really suddenly, it struck all of us, but it just kind of left me with a feeling of having a need to do something about it. And so when it was beautiful talking to John, as we talk all the time at different family events, and we always talk, inevitably, we always talk about sports. And so we were talking about getting ready for the upcoming season. He said, and we talked about that tent, and we talked about coming to the games. I said, I'm there, I'm coming. I said, but I don't want to come and freeload. I want to come and participate and support the athletic department. And so in that way, I wanted to donate on behalf of Teresa, who was a Morgan graduate. She went there from 80 to 84. And while I have the floor, I want to challenge all 1980s graduates to do the same thing, to no matter what you can give, donate something, because every little bit helps. And we know that it's going to be well used. And so in her spirit of giving, in her spirit of togetherness, community, and family, I'm there for Morgan.
Mark, we appreciate it, and that's bold on your behalf. I tell you what, I know we're going to beat you guys this year. I just want to be clear. I know
it's early. We'll see.
It's going to happen, Mark, and I just hope you still willing to make that loving gesture after we beat you on the football field this year.
Don't worry about it. That donation is solidified. You're going to get it, no matter what.
God bless you. I got a bunch of guests in the back room, man. John, thank you for bringing this genuine testimony to the table for us to share with the Morgan State community, man. Thank you so much, Mark. I'm sure we're going to see each other again. All right?
You'll see me soon.
You got it, my brother.
All right.
Thanks,
Take
John.
care. All right.
No, Nate.
I will.
Wow, what an incredible testimony. That's what it's about. Go ahead, you guys. We still rolling. Share this out, tag folk. Let's get this thing going. I got a bunch of guests in the back room. And let me see here. Wick, I know you got it together there. I'm going to get you in. You know we rolling fast.
Absolutely.
Vanessa, she acted shy. I'm going to pull up on the screen the bus trip. Listen, I want you to say it with urgency. We got to get this done for Saturday, September the 28th. I want to turn the stage over to you, Wick.
Absolutely, Glenn. Thank you. I know we're a little late to the party. Had a few technical glitches this evening, but I'm glad I'm here. first and foremost, this is going to be one great event. This is going to be our second year supporting the football team in away games. As you know, last year we had 3 events, and we had 2 events that I believe without the booster clubs, the outcomes could have been different. The University of Richmond was a great game. The boosters played a huge part in that game's success, as well as Norfolk State. In fact, Norfolk State, I believe, is one of the greatest comebacks in Morgan athletic history. And the boosters played a big part in that. So we wanted to duplicate those experiences from last year to this year. So to do that, we're going to take a trip up to Stony Brook, New York, a one-day trip up and back on September 28th. It's a turnkey event. We'll have a bus that will seat 50 passengers. That trip will accommodate the bus ride up to Stony Brook from Morgan and back. It will support a pregame meal and the game ticket sitting behind the team, so we can all root on the Bears to victory on September 28th. Now, as you know, we try to be very customer friendly with this trip. So we have 2 stops for those folks who live in PG County in the Metro DC area. We have 1 pickup that will start at 7:30 a.m. The bus will then leave the Greenbelt Mall in PG County and head up to Morgan to pick up the balance of the group. And then we'll head up to the game. The group should arrive around 2 p.m. and be there for the pregame meal prior to the 3 p.m. start. After the game, the group will get back on the bus, head back down to the Baltimore area. The final stop would be back at Greenbelt Mall that morning at 2:30 a.m. So it's a great outing. We want everyone to sign up early and often to the trip. I will say we have 50 seats available, and there is a cutoff this year. We have to have the bus at least partially sold by August 31st of this year, so that we can make sure we have the trip available. So to get on board, go to Eventbrite. We have 3 hashtags: GBC Bus Trip 28, GBC Morgan Stony 28, GBC Bus Trip MSU 28. So go to Eventbrite tonight, book your ticket. It's $125 per person. In addition to that, we will have boosters on the bus hosting, and rest assured there'll be refreshments and entertainment on the bus going and coming. It will be a great time, a great chance for you to support the football team to victory. This will be the last game before we go into homecoming, and then after that, we go into the conference schedule. So get out, come on out, support the Bears, support the boosters. It'll be a great event.
Wick, let's be clear. We got to get this done. We don't need people waiting to the last minute. We got to get this done so we can pack the bus. In fact, I know we're trying to get that first bus. Well, let's even try to get a second bus, but we need you guys to go to Eventbrite right now and get those tickets. So we're providing information on this telethon that I know I'm going to get texts and emails asking these questions. We just provided that information. We're going to Stony Brook to beat that game, and we're going together. As Wick said, we're going to have refreshments. We had a wonderful time the last 2 years in traveling to those games, and we're going to do it again this year. Wick, any last words? I got about 30 seconds. Anything else you want to touch base on?
Absolutely, guys. Head to Eventbrite tonight. Get your ticket. The tickets will sell fast, but there's a 2-week window to make this happen. So we need you guys to move quickly. Talk to your family, your friends. If you have questions, reach out to me. Reach out to one of the other boosters. We want to see you on the bus to have a great time, to cheer the Bears on to victory.
Wick, I appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you, Glenny. Appreciate all that you're doing.
Hall of Fame, Andre Wickham. Coach.
What's happening, man? We meet again.
You got on your white. You want to have that white on tomorrow? Are you going to have that white on? Man. That's right, man. Look, Coach, I want to dive in real quick while I got you. We got about 3 to 4 minutes, but we talked about it yesterday on the radio about the Olympics. How do you prepare? Do your track runners come with the whole idea, I'm going to the Olympics one day? Is that the mindset, even with yourself? When you came to Morgan State, was the whole idea is to do well at Morgan and then go to the Olympics? What's the mindset of a track runner?
I'm going to talk about myself. When I got to Morgan, I tell Coach Braxton, good evening, everyone. When I got to Morgan, I tell Coach Braxton, I want to go to the Olympic Games. He smiled and laughed, said, how are you going to do that? I said, well, I just need to know what I need to do. So he said, okay, look it up. I look it up. I find the times. But again, I put my work in early. So I got to the NCAA and I showed up and show off. So it gave me a better base that I could make that Olympic game. So actually, I made the times, got to the Olympic Games. But again, you have to prepare yourself as you get on campus. There's several kids that telling me, Coach, I want to go to the Olympics. It's a difficult task, but I believe you could do it if you're willing to put in the work and see the avenue that you need to go to in order to get there. It's not an easy task to make an Olympic team. It's a challenge, but I think we all put our mind and we get to the challenge.
Wow, we have Hall of Fame track star and we have our present track coach. You have a season coming up as well. Again, we talk football. We talk volleyball. We got to talk cross country.
That's right.
Let everyone know, man, you got a cross country season coming up. Let us know dates, times, and how can we support that?
Our first meet is going to be a local meet. We're going to be at Goucher on the 30th. From the 30th, we're going to head over to Delaware State. That's the next, I don't have the date in front of me, but that's our second meet. The date should be on the webpage at this time. The schedule, I should say, should be on the webpage at this time. And then we're going to move into a more vigorous schedule when we get into October and prepare us to get to the MEAC Championship, where I think this year, the folks we got, if we stay healthy, we're gonna be in good shape. We're gonna be a lot better than what we were last year.
Coach, I know you're excited.
Oh yeah.
I know you're excited. We talked the other day also. How many athletes on your squad they play 2 sports? Do you have that on your team at all?
Yes, I last year I had what's the name? Shipley. Shipley competed for me 3 years and he did an excellent job. I mean, he was a quarter miler, very competitive, always ready to go, always to support the team. I have a freshman kid coming from Connecticut there, Maxime Copeland. I mean, this kid is lightning, man. I just hope he get a chance to showcase himself on the football field. I know he's going to showcase himself on the track. I expect this kid to go a long way. I believe this kid has the potential to run faster than I run when I was in school.
Wow, that's saying something. Listen, Coach, I got 1 minute. 1 minute. You and I talk often, and we talk amongst others of what we need on Morgan State campus and HBCUs abroad. We're talking donations tonight. This is a virtual telethon. Could you share some of the needs a track program would have? How would donations help your program? And what's the importance as the viewers watch now?
Oh, man, it would help us tremendously. As you know, cost of living went up, man. Traveling, the bus is more expensive than ever before. Traveling become real difficult for us. So that's one area we really gonna need some help in, because it would offset the university budget that we receive. And I think it's important that everybody gives, because once you give, it's an experience, it's a gratitude, education experience that you receive as a student. It also helps us to show that school pride and inspired others to give as well. It's a way to ensure our current students and our future students an opportunity to get an education and make sure that they get the opportunity to give back as well. Because I came from the Virgin Islands with $500 in my pocket, and I made it because Dr. Banks and a lot of people were around to make sure that I get it done. So I think it's important that we all give to the program, not just my program, the program as a whole, because I think we are moving in the right direction.
And I have it posted as you said it. Go right to morganbearclub.com. Go to MSU Athletics, select Grizzlies Booster Club, because we know that's going straight to the Morgan State Athletic Department. Do that now. That's what this is all about. We're sharing the needs, the information, the details, and how we need support. We're calling on the Morgan community. Tag somebody now on this post. Share this out. Get the word out. We want Olympians.
That's right.
Morgan State University. That's the preparation, and that's the goal. You got 10 seconds, Coach. Anything on your heart and mind?
Man, I'm looking forward to this season. I think all of the coaching staff on campus did a good job bringing in some quality kids. So I'm excited to see what's going on this year, moving into the next year. Because right now, man, we're on a mission to do a lot of great things this year. Dina has really set the stage for us. Let us know, hey, we want to win, so let's go get it. And that's our goal right now. Our goal is to get better than where we were last year, and that's the goal.
God bless you, Coach.
Hey,
God bless
you got it, man. Always. Peace.
Wow, I'm excited. I'm excited. Look, I just shared that information. Go ahead and make your donations now. I'm getting ready to bring up one of our championship coaches. I'm waiting for him to prepare himself to come up so I can bring him up. Waiting for Coach Larry. I'm excited. You guys saw for yourselves the excitement around our softball team winning the MEAC. I got a big opening question for Coach Larry as he come up at this time.
Can you see me?
Coach, what's happening?
Oh, nothing but good stuff.
Nothing but good stuff. And stay in that vein right there. Nothing but good stuff. How do you duplicate a year like you had last year, next year, with incoming freshmen, new players, meshing a team together? How can you duplicate the success of last year?
Well, the first thing is we have the 10 returnees we have are pretty much the core. I mean, we had good players that left, but we have the core group that helped do what we did last year. I mean, I've got the current player of the year, Tori Fletcher, back. I got the current rookie of the year, Amber Rivas. I've got Ellie Bosted, who is I would say in the running for rookie of the year. She had like a 2-point-something ERA as a freshman. So we've got, and I'm leaving people out, but we've got the core of a group of players that'll lead us again. And the freshmen we got, we're really excited about the class that we brought in. We brought in a lot of speed players from top travel ball programs. And I got a couple of kids that were playing internationally for the Philippines, and they played in the tournament this summer where they represented their country and, finished in the top 10 in the world. I'm talking about teams from all over the place, South America, Canada, the Polynesia. I mean, you name it. So we got kids that are coming in who come from winning backgrounds. And so, it'll take us, probably a good month to indoctrinate it. And so we call it the Morgan way. We've been doing the same stuff for the last 10 years, and it served us well. We won the regular season 4 years in a row. And that was after COVID. COVID didn't count because the season was cut very short. But so we've been at the top of the conference, regular season wise for a long time. So we believe if they do the Morgan way, that we'll be in the running again this year for sure.
So, Coach, I'm not going to keep you long, but I have a question, man. I have a question for you. As a football player, as a Morgan football player, we used to get pumped up in that locker room. We used to get pumped up on that field. Your softball players, they have personality. They're dancing, high-fiving. Where did that come from? Does that come from you, or is that the personality as a team overall?
No, I'm not going to take credit for that. But I think when we work hard and practice, and I give them the business about doing this and doing that, when they get on the field, I think they feel like they're ready to play, and they do it all on their own. I know when Gianna Itor hit that grand slam in the championship game, and we went up 6-0, and she came around the bases, and the whole team was like on fire. I don't know if you had a chance to see it. The home run trot went viral. I mean, I went all over the country, and you know what? They deserve to be happy. They play happy, and they cheer with the best of them, and they build up their teammates with the best of them. So I'm very proud of them. And softball, just like Coach Hodge was on, that's track and field is tough too, but softball is a tough sport mentally, and to be able to keep that, it's a sport of failure. You hit 3 out of 10 times, you're pretty good. And it means You're not doing it 7 out of 10. So that's the old saying. But it's a tough game, and we stay tough in practice, and I think it makes it easier for them in the game.
Coach, I look over at the field sometime. You guys, I really want to say or encourage those that are listening, we need more fans for softball.
Yes.
We're winning championships. What do you have to say to that? What do we have to do to get more butts in the seat to experience this?
Well, it was really good when we went to the regionals this year. We had a couple of alumni come to the regionals, and they were their thing was we just never knew, and they were our vocal supporters. And I get Mr. Pound Cake. You know Mr. Pound Cake?
Do I know him? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great guy. And it's like there are a lot of pound cakes out there in my mind that people who just need to know. And
Coach, the rumor was when you played Duke, you guys played Duke, you went there and your team went there with the attitude to win the game. No underdog stuff. No underdog stuff. That was the talk of the NCAAs. Share on that note. I got about a minute, Coach.
Go ahead. Share on that note? No, see, here's the thing. We were able to play Baylor, which was a top 20 team early in the year, a 3-game set, 3-game series. And we matched them inning for inning, game for game. And so, they have a top flight stadium. When we went down to Duke, that was like another Baylor. We were already ready. So the support, we got from the athletic department and Miss Dina and so forth to be able to go play at Baylor. That's what we need to do to go play at Duke. And next year, we need the same thing and have that preparation. So you walk on the field, you go, hey, I can play with these folks.
Coach, I want to meet you. I'm excited to meet you and your team. You got my support. The Grizzly Booster Club will be there, led by Pound Cake. Yeah,
if you see him before I do, give him my best.
I will. Thank you, Coach.
Alrighty. Thank you. Bye.
Coach Smith, you're getting all this attention for football. You get all this attention for volleyball. You get all these attention from these sports. What about acrobatics? What about tumbling? How can we make it more significant or for people to take it more serious, knowingly that it's a new sport at Morgan State University? How can we get people to come out and check out acrobatics and tumbling? We have Coach Regina Smith at this time.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things is if our inaugural team can get into the White House and the White House can see the value of being the first historic HBCU Division I all minority team making women's history, I think it just speaks precedence on being able to bring in that type of caliber of athlete, but also the skill set that we are enduring with Morgan State University. And so as far as getting the house packed, y'all just got to come. It's a sight to see. I think as we continued on throughout the season, people started to understand our sport. But I think you have to come to experience just the environment and what we're able to possess on the mat.
Listen, you're speaking on behalf of your sport. I don't know if you remember this, but we had an encounter together before I ever met you. We were getting on the elevator and you said aggressively, are you going to check out acrobatics this year? Are you going to check it out? And I said, who is this person talking to me? And they said it was Coach Regina. Is that what we have to do to get our Morgan community and the community abroad on board with this program?
Absolutely. We just got to spread the word. That's one of the biggest things that we notice is not a lot of people still know that we exist at Morgan State University. And so the more we can get out in the community, which we made a lot of effort into getting into different communities this past year, but the more we get out and get the word out, we market and we put the communications out there, continue to build our social media presence, I think it's only going to attract more and more individuals to our meets where they can be able to have major support for our acrobatics and tumbling team.
Now, I have a quick history question and a future question. When you talk acrobatics, what does a history look like from that athlete, and what does the future look like for that athlete? When you talk about Olympics for the future, are we talking about high school? What sport did they participate in as far as cheerleading? How does that look for a typical acrobatic athlete?
Yeah, so as far as acrobatics and tumbling athlete, they usually come from the major genres of competitive cheerleading and also artistic gymnastics. Sometimes we will get divers, and they might have ran track or did some other athletic sport like acro dance. Sometimes we'll get students from there, but typically they come from competitive cheerleading and artistic gymnastics. And that's pretty much what our team is made up on at Morgan State. We do have a girl that had acro dance background, and this coming 2025 recruit season, I'm recruiting a girl that has a acrobatic and dance background combo. So that's just going to continue to excel from there with our recruiting classes. But as far as the future goes, currently acrobatics and tumbling is just at the collegiate level. It's not in the high school. It's in the youth sports as far as club goes, but it's not at the Olympic level yet. So this is really the one and only opportunity that these young ladies have to be an athlete for acrobatics and tumbling during their 4 years at Morgan State University.
Can you let the Morgan community know when does the season start and abroad for those who don't know? Could you share that?
Yeah, our season typically runs February 1st through April 30th with our championship the last week of April.
Wow. I'm sure I'm going to see you again. I'm sure you're going to look at me and say, I want to see you when we perform. I will be there. Coach Smith, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Go Bears.
Listen, Katie, we talked a lot of sports today. We talked a lot of sports, Katie. I don't know if people understand the importance of sports medicine. I don't know if people understand the importance of recovery. I don't know if people understand the importance of nutrition. Can you just, in a nutshell, share the importance of those things, and you being a newbie, being a rookie, wearing the orange and blue, share the importance of sports medicine? Put it on mute. Put it on mute. Take it off mute.
Thank you. You think how to work technology by now. Thank you for having us on, because a lot of times sports medicine is forgotten about, right? We work in the backgrounds. We're always there, but never there at the same time. Unless you're who gets injured, who really truly spends time in our office, you don't understand or truly appreciate what sports medicine does until you have that life-changing moment, right? What we're there to do is get these kids not only prepared to play, but keep them on and keep them. And sometimes, we have to say some bad news to a coach or bad news to a player, but it's always for the best interest of the kid for that moment, right? Sometimes it's so laser locked into what's happening in a day or 2 days or 3 days that we forget there's a whole season or there's a whole, championship series. So, my motto is, live to fight another day in some instances, to make sure we take care of business, get those injuries taken care of, do the recovery we need to. So you're not performing at 45%. You're at 100, 105, 110%.
Wow. Listen, we don't have a whole lot of time, but just thinking of, just the hope that you give the players. I'm excited when they think the season is over or they're out for the game, and you're in charge of that whole program of getting them back on the field. What are some of the needs? Because this is the virtual telethon, and we want to provide donations to help you and your program. What are some of the needs, and how would the donations help you if they're coming through the Morgan State Athletic Program?
Absolutely. Well, like I said, we touch every athlete. It's not just, one athlete or one athlete program that we're working. We work with everybody. And for us to do our jobs, it's really important to have some of the best technology and some of the most cutting edge tools at our disposal. That could be things like game readies, hyper ice equipment. Normatec boots are a hot item right now. You see the guys, especially after practice, with the big black boots up to their waists, helping with that recovery, helping getting their legs fresh again. Those things are very expensive, so we have limited quantity. If there's ability to get us more support, that support goes right back to the athletes, not to us. That goes directly to those athletes to get more advanced equipment and to help address some failing needs. our tables get used and abused every single day. They're not made to last. So there's things that big ticket items that need to get replaced periodically just because they're used hard. And, you know, we're coming in, we have a fresh young team. They have bright ideas. You know, they're seeing even newer technologies and newer techniques, skill sets that we're get in, like blood flow restriction therapy, dry needling, all of those things. And that, you know, that's stuff that we get to do and work on our athletes to get them back on the field faster. So those donations that come in, they go right back to those kids. Everything that comes in, they see, because it's the devices we work on with them.
One of the most important things on here, we've had coaches, we've had leadership. I wanted to include sports medicine to cover it all, the totality of it, where we're just thinking that the donations are going to weights, or we're thinking the donations are going to some buying footballs. No, we have to, help our sports medicine program, the totality of athletics. So you're very important. Katie, I got about 30 seconds. Anything on your heart and mind, anything you're looking forward to 2024 season, you got 30 seconds. It's your platform.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to look and feel very different. You're going to see a presence of sports medicine. I want you to come down, introduce yourselves. Let us say hello. I want to have sports medicine be very present and active. The other thing is I just want to make sure that everybody realizes we are orange and blue, right? We're there to support the kids. We want to make it the best experience we can for them. And we're here to support them in many, 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 many ways.
Awesome. Katie, I haven't met you, but I've heard good things about you. I'll meet you real soon. Keep doing what you're doing, and our Morgan community will support you. God bless you, sister.
Thanks, everybody.
Wow. Once again, go ahead. I see the room is maintaining. We need more guests in this room. Go ahead and tag folks in the comments. Again, I'm going to pull it up real quick. Tag folks in the comments. Share this out to the Morgan community. We need support. This is the day that we need to do it. As it says on the screen, morganbearclub.com. Go there. Go under MSU Athletics. Select the option Grizzlies Booster Club. Then we know it's going straight to athletics. Do that now. Tag folks. Share this out. People should be home from work at this time. Let them know that Morgan, blue and orange, we're singing a fight song and we're celebrating the night. I have a founding member in the room at this time. I hope I don't get you in trouble, man. I pulled you out, your session, but you made it for the blue and orange, my brother.
Good to see you this evening. How you doing, Glenny? Good evening, everybody.
Look, Craig, it's been a great menu, man. And, when I think seeing all these faces and contributions tonight, it makes me feel good for you, because you were there at the beginning with the vision of the Grizzly Booster Club. Can you just go back to that and the birth of it? And what did you see? What did you foresee? How did you foresee you helping the Morgan State athletes, student athletes?
Yeah, sure, Glenny. Well, I mean, I go back to just 2017, I believe. And it was myself, Hans Ramsey, James Willoughby, and James Wills. And we've always supported the football team, always supported the athletic department. And we just saw a need, and just having conversations with the coaches and players. And we saw that there was a deficit in some of the things that they needed. And we just made a conscious decision to just say, let's do something about it. Let's stop talking about it. Let's do something about it. And that's what we did. We started with just us four. And then we put a team together, and it just started to grow like it is today. And, we're just very happy to see the fruits of our labor. We've given well over $100,000 in donations to the athletic department, whether it be equipment, just a number of things. Just most recently, we have some new treadmills coming in. But, the thing that makes us happy, Glenny, is the appreciation that the student athletes, when they tell us, we really appreciate what you guys are doing. When we feed them after the blue and orange game, we have Carolina Kitchen coming. I mean, he puts on a show. right? And they really appreciate it. And that's something that they will never forget. And what it also does, it creates a positive experience so that when they leave, they're going to want to repeat what what their experience has been. So I'm just pleased. I'm pleased with the team, pleased with the leadership. Paul Grant is our president now, and he's taken us to heights that we've never been to before. So we just look forward to continuing to support the Blue and Orange. I'm ready for Morgan to be a part of that MEAC SWAC Challenge in December down in Atlanta. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get there. So yeah.
Stay on that, Craig. You have high expectations. Your days, you guys were winning. What do you expect for the 2024 season? What do you expect? What would you like to see? I want to hear from you, someone who has high expectation, who came from winning seasons.
So yeah, I was on Dr. Wilson's page a couple of weeks ago, and I forgot the publication. He had posted it that out of all the FCS schools, Morgan was the second team to watch, and the reason why, they had 8 seniors returning on defense. And you know what that reminded me of? That's 79 team. We had 8 seniors returning that year.
Wow.
Myself, Junior. I'm expecting them to win. And I know that's what Coach Damon Wilson, that's what he's expecting. And I mean, we could have won at least 3 or 4 more games last year. Easy. So I'm expecting them to compete, okay, or be close, at least be in the picture for the MEAC championship. It'd be close. I mean, you can't think small, man. This is Coach Wilson's 3rd year. I know what type of man he is. I talked to him before he got this job, and he said, I want this job, and I'm coming to win. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to help him, give him the tools that he needs, And so we're tired of losing, and we're tired of losing. We're ready to win. And so I have high expectations, and I want to be in Atlanta. And whatever SWAC team that we're playing in December, I want Morgan to be the competitor. So that's what I'm looking for.
Wow. Rita.
Yeah.
Rita, so you know what he's talking about when those winning seasons. You experienced that, right?
Yes, I did, and that's why I told my circle there wouldn't be a circle, there wouldn't be anything without that team, without the football players. That's how everything started. I met him and Clarence Hosenthal my freshman year. Then I became a booster. I just followed them. I became a booster of the football team. We were in the stands, so everything started with them.
So that whole morale. See, I was in the late 80s. We didn't win too many games. I'm feeding off of you guys. Share that morale back then for us to get excited about. And do you feel we have that potential to bring it back?
Me or Craig? Me?
Both of you.
If you could see some of the pictures that I post sometime with all the grass was full. There was no sitting room. It was standing room only. It was amazing. We would cheer inside. We'd cheer the whole weekend. It was an unbelievable high. It was amazing. I was in the parade for them. It was just unbelievable because they kept winning. It was all winning all the time. It was amazing. Energy was on fire all the time.
So Glenny, I wear this ring as much as I can because I'm very proud of the 79 championship ring. But I'm going to be transparent with you. I'm tired of talking about the 79 team. I'm tired. Okay? I'm tired of talking about the 79 team. I want to talk about the 2024 team and beyond. I'm ready for someone else to knock us off our perch. Okay, and it could be kind of hard because who's undefeated. Okay, but I'm ready for another team to be MEAC champs. And I know Coach Wilson can do it, and we're here to support him. Yeah.
So, Craig, I brought one of your big brothers on, Marvin Hicks. Hey, Marvin, now, what years did you play? Share with the Morgan community the years that you played, Marvin.
I came in 1975, and my last season was the 78 season.
So you missed that 79 season, correct?
Yeah. Look, us boys in 78 said we trained them up.
Yeah,
They were
did.
ready.
You hear
They
that,
were
Craig?
ready. In 79, they were ready.
Wow. So tell us that the win-loss record in 77, 78, how did you guys look anyway?
Okay, so in 75, we were like 500, but in 76, the year we went to Tokyo, we actually were co-champions of the MEAC with South Carolina State. But they only mentioned them because they beat us that year. So, of course, they got to represent the conference. The rest of the years were like 500, you know, so there was a lot of experience by 79 came. As a matter of fact, we lost some players like in 77, and they came back. And by 79, they were ready. So they were like fifth year. A lot of fifth year seniors was on that team. So they were ready to go. They were amazing.
But Craig, you played with Marv in the 78 year, correct?
I played. Yeah, it was my freshman season. Yep, I played with Marvin. Played with Marvin, Joe Folks, and Pearl. Yeah.
Wow. So Rita, you talked about the whole idea of the circle of love that sprung from those years, and it has lasted all these years. What do you how I know my generation from the late 80s into the 90s, not as so close. You guys are close. What's the ingredients? I want to hear from you and Craig on that level, the ingredients of keeping that camaraderie within your era and abroad.
Wow.
It's a gift. I don't even know the answer. It's because during those times, remember, we only had each other, but that bond, I don't know. We just had that bond that was never ending. And then when we started reconnecting, everybody just wanted it again. It really is a blessing. It's unbelievable. Yeah. But we just have an everlasting bond that has been, I'm looking at Craig now thinking 1978, like freshman year is what I meant. It's just unbelievable. But we just have this family, this bond, and we just love Morgan so much. And that's why I said, I need my circle family to know we have to contribute and give it back, because all of us would not be here if it wasn't for all of that time. You know what I mean? So we got to pass this on. So I'm going to put on my page, when you donate, say that you donated. You know what I'm doing? That I hang up.
Look, you two.
But with the circle, Glenny, I guess we started this, Rita, how many years ago now? It was.
It's been about 15 years now. It's been
15 years. And unfortunately, we started losing some friends. We started losing some people that we were in school together. And we were seeing each other all the time when it was a funeral. It was a sad occasion. And we said, wait a minute, and 15 years ago, obviously we were much younger, but we were losing people early. And we said, listen, we got to do something about it. We got to see each other in a more happy, positive time. And that's how the whole Morgan Circle of Love started. Rita and Shelby, and it just, we would get together. The first time we got together 2 years in a row, and we've had some breaks, but every time we get together, it's like we may not have seen each other for years, some of us, but when we get together, it's like we saw each other yesterday, and we continue to get new people, and it's a great time.
Listen, you two from Uptown, both of y'all from New York, correct?
Yeah,
y'all from New York. Listen, y'all from New York, but we got this country boy right here, Marvin Hicks. Marvin Hicks, are you going down to Virginia, to that Hampton game, your hometown, and share with everybody your actual hometown in Virginia?
Yeah, I'm from Richmond, Virginia. So, when I was in high school, a lot of them schools down there, they didn't do a lot of winning. So I didn't even look at those schools when it was time for me to pick a college. So I wanted to go north, so that's why I picked Morgan. But it's always a pleasure to go south, go home, pick my homeboys up, Pearl and T-Bird and them, and we going down there and we have a good time, We were down there last year at the Norfolk State game, what a game. We really spoiled our homecoming. So I'm looking forward to doing that again and just, starting that tradition of hitting the road, making road trips, and winning football.
So you still have family and friends down in Virginia?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Yeah, all my
Is
family's in Richmond.
your mama's still there, correct?
Yeah, but she's deceased. But yes, still have
Okay.
sisters and cousins and things of that nature.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to, Marvin, this year? I know, you just fresh off that Hall of Fame, and I'm grateful, man, to join you amongst the greats, man. Tell
Congratulations.
me, tell me what I'm looking forward to, and that feeling that night on November the 15th. I'm looking forward to, but you waited for many, many years to get to that point, and then finally, advise me.
Well, first of all, Glenny, I want to congratulate you on your induction. I was there from your freshman year to your senior year. Saw every game you played, so I know that the work you put in and the success that you gained playing football for Morgan State. So you earned everything that you're being recognized for. Listen, it's always a pleasure to be recognized. You understand? We were out on that field. You were on that field, and a lot of times, man, you don't even think that people even understand what you're going through as a student athlete, especially football. Those tough days, those summer days, those cold days. You understand, and those rainy days. So the playing through injuries and things of that nature, and also having to be a student also. So once you go through all that and you obtain some success, it's just always a pleasure to be recognized. Say, hey, somebody recognized you as being outstanding playing football for Morgan State University.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a great feeling, man. And you've always carried the torch, but I didn't know you were a football player back then. I saw the shirt and tie, and you were dealing with us business-wise. I never knew you were a football player. That's what's amazing to me. But I'm grateful that you came on, man, and I'm just excited for that Hampton game. I want to meet you and your friends, man, and we're going to have a ball with that victory on August the 31st.
Absolutely. Go Bears.
Marvin, Rita, give me a second, Rita. Marvin, you work with money. You've always worked with money. You directly work with the money. Tell us, the Morgan community, how does donations help Morgan State athletics directly?
Well, listen, the athletic department, is always in need. We being a HBCU athletics, we don't have the resources that the big schools have. So every dollar that we can gain that is contributed goes toward a number of things: scholarships, equipment, facilities, etc. So I'm always asking, say, hey, give back. Listen, we had a great time in Morgan. Morgan has done everything for us. All of us that's on this line now, I don't know where we would be without Morgan. And so there are a lot of students that are in need, athletic-wise, and just regular students. And I will ask again that if you can, just give whatever you can, because it's definitely needed.
Wow. Marv, I appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for always answering the call, man.
No problem, Glenny. I see.
Before you go, you got somebody in the comments saying, let's go, old man, Marcus Hicks.
Yeah, that's what he calls me. Yeah,
Thanks, Marv. I appreciate it.
All righty.
Before I go, Glenny, I have to tell you, I am so happy for you being inducted. I literally am scheduling my knee surgery so I can be there. That's how I'm missing homecoming, because I got it. You have been such a blessing to the Morgan. It's just unbelievable. It feels like I've known you forever, and I just got to give you your love and your flowers now. But I am literally getting surgery on the 30th, so I can be there even with a cane to be there to celebrate you, honey. I'm so proud of you.
God is so good. God is so good. Now listen. You talked about all the years, Rita. We could talk about the mountains. We could talk about the love, but there's been some valleys too. And I probably see more from you than anybody, a lot of the friends that are dropping off. Can you just, speak in that sense of how we have to maintain and encourage one another through those valley moments where although we have those friendships, although we have a circle of love, some are not lasting forever.
That's
and
right.
Can you just encourage on that point, and how can we maintain from your perspective?
We have to. It's because we just lost a girl, one of our friends that was with us. We just have to stay connected. I love that you've done this because it's very important for us to go to all the athletic. Like I've never been to the new tumbling thing and the softball games and the bowling and different things like that. So I love that you're doing this for me because now I can start advertising and sharing the word of all the other things that are going on. But we have to keep it together. People always will ask me, Rita, why do you take those pictures with you and somebody else? Because I literally don't know the last time I'm going to be next to that person. And it always happens. I'm in that picture and next thing you know, something happens and they're gone. So tomorrow is not promised. So let's enjoy. We're so blessed to be even to have who do you know this age? I'm going to be 64 and I got 900 people and friends from Morgan, you know what I mean, that I can hang out with. So we just have to continue to, no matter how tired we are, keep coming back and keep being with, because these are the best years of our lives. So it's like, let's stay connected, continue to support with, and like Marvin said, we all wouldn't be here. The Morgan gave me some of the best years of my life. There's no question. So we just got to stay connected and keep doing what we're doing and following wonderful people like you, honey.
That's right. And listen, one in particular person that you're talking about, the sister Valerie, right? So check this out, Rita. I met her last year on one of the bus trips that we took with the football team.
Yes.
That was my first time meeting her,
right.
And we had a ball together.
Yes.
And to come find the news that she passed away, it was hard. It was like I knew her forever.
Right. Because that was your spirit. Yes,
right.
And I saw the pictures from that chick, and she called me because I couldn't go. But yeah, that's
right.
That's what I said. We never know, so we got to cherish these moments and not miss them because nobody in the world could have told me that my girl would be gone now. Nobody. So it's like you just never. Tomorrow is truly. It was a wake up call to a lot of us. That one was a hard one. They're all hard ones, but I literally had just been with her. So when they called me, I was like, oh, Val, who? You know what I mean? It's like it's unbelievable. So we got to cherish these moments because it's not promised tomorrow. And we're so blessed to have today. So let's enjoy that and be together and support our school. So I appreciate you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. I really, really do. It feels like you went to school with us.
yeah. And God bless her family. And then I got a call today. I don't want to make it a somber moment, but I'm encouraged, but he because he's okay. But Lamont, Germany was supposed to co-host this with me tonight. And he was in a car accident this morning. But he's doing well. So I want to lift him up in prayers. I told him I'll be praying for him. He's okay. Let's be clear. Lamont, Germany is okay. But he was in a car accident. Y'all lift him up in your prayers. That's my man. That's been my partner, my role partner for the last year. So
he's amazing. He's amazing. So we will definitely keep him in prayer and send him all kinds of love. So thank you for letting me know that. It's important for us to know how each other is doing. You know what I mean? I always tell people, don't keep it private. Share, because those love and prayers help. So thank you for sharing that with me. And I adore him. I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah, we want to hear that voice forever. I wish I had that voice.
Yes.
But I want to hear that voice forever. But
yes,
sister, I thank you so much. I got
thank
a couple more guests coming on. Let's do it again soon. And
and I'll post it for us to donate, honey. Take care.
Maintain the circle of love.
I will, honey. Love you.
Got it. Wow. Got a huge guest for you guys next. Coach Earl Davis. Before I go to Coach Davis, again, the night is not over. Go ahead and tag everybody. I've been saying it the whole show. Tag everybody, share it to everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging on this long, those who've hung on, people that are in and out. But I want to encourage you to make your donation today so we can see it. Morgan State Athletics can see it. morganbearclub.com. MSU Athletics, select Grizzlies Booster Club with your donation. Again, somebody said it at the top of the show. Imagine all the people that's been on here this evening, all the people that's on our Morgan platforms. If we donate $100, if we donate $50, imagine the impact, even with the upgrade of our locker rooms. which we're really trying to raise money for, so we can have an upgrade in our locker room. You heard Katie, the sports medicine doctor, she needs so much equipment. That's where the money is going. So that's why we're doing this. We're not doing it to doing it. And I just want to bring our next guest up at this time. Coach D.
What's up, baby?
It's been a long day, man.
I know, man, you do a great job, man. I don't know how you do it, man, but you're strong, brother. I appreciate everything you do, man.
Hey, first of all, God is good. Second of all, it's people like you that inspire me, that inspire the Grizzly Booster Club to put things like this. If it wasn't for people like you. Now, I want to get right to this off the bat, Coach Davis. On Monday, can you share with the Morgan community and everyone what's going on Monday, because you're a big part of that?
On Monday, the first day of class, which is the 19th of August, they're going to have a reopening of her gymnasium. They had a complete cutout and renovation of it. I think everybody probably know I was in charge of her for a long time. One of the buildings that I really respected and took a lot of pride in. But they will be open on Monday. They're going to reveal some things. I'll let you talk about what's going to happen in my honor, Glenny.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I had the opportunity to go in Hertz, and one of the first things I saw was your plaque, man, and it just sent chills up my spine to see it, to walk in a building with your picture on it and with your contributions to it is amazing, Coach. How does it make you feel to see your picture and that many students, many kids, many people from the community is going to walk by your plaque? How does that feel?
I think he was at my retirement when they presented to me. I almost burst in tears because the thing that I've done at Morgan is not about me. It was about for the students and for the university, but it's an honor. And as I said before, her gymnasium was the first building that I entered when I transferred from Grambling in '71. Where the football room is right now, Coach Earl Banks, I called him and he invited me to come down and play football because I wanted to be with my son. That's where the coach's office used to be. Coach Banks, Coach Taylor, Coach Thomas, Coach Morris, Coach Bruce Wilson. That was the office. A lot of people don't know that was the weight room, and that's where the coach's office was. So that's why her gymnasium and the weight room meant so much to me.
What year did you step on Morgan State campus?
1971. I transferred from Grambling in '71 to Morgan. Yeah.
So you talk about 71 to 2024. You've seen pretty much everything evolve on Morgan State campus. What's the one thing that stands out the most? Is it a building? Is it the faculty? One thing that stands out to you in all those years, Coach D, specifically when you think of Morgan, what stands out to you the most?
One of the things I want to say is that I will never forget Coach Banks. He gave me an opportunity. Coach Jesse Thomas was my right-hand man yesterday. He did a lot. Him and I, matter of fact, started weights training and stuff over in Hill Fieldhouse, something that I'm going to address later on. I have paperwork to show that. When we moved into her gymnasium in 1991, Dr. Rodenhauser created a position for me to be the first facility manager. Coach Pete Rollins told us to write a proposal. We wrote a proposal. He gave us $200,000 to start a weight room in her gymnasium. And when Dr. Wilson came to Morgan, we had a knowledge equipment. And he came over one morning riding a bicycle. The bicycle wouldn't work. He got off the bike, shook my hand, said, "Coach, I'm gonna get some money for you." I said, "We're gonna put some new equipment in here." So I just want to thank everybody. The plaque. Go back to the plaque. I had to give Dean Prime. She thought enough of me, what I had done, and contribute to Morgan to talk to the president to honor me with the weight room in my name. Margaret Austin, had it drawn up for me at the committee. But he was at my retirement, but it means so much. But like I said, it's not about what I've done, what about me. It was for students and the university, and that's what I've always been about. How I am. But one thing I want to say.
Go ahead.
One thing I want to say, and I try to tell everybody, I always do my money early. I give half of it, and I'm gonna give some more. But I'm always contributing. I would tell anybody, if you give $1, $2, $3,
all the students, no matter if you went to Morgan at athletic or whatever, donate. If you look at these big universities, you understand, and one thing I want to talk about, I wrote down here, I want to see the students' participation again. In the stand, fill the stands up. We talked about, Marvin and them all talked about it, Craig and talked about Bond and Rita. I want to see a bond, like you and I have a bond. A lot of people don't know your program that you do on Mondays every day. We've been doing that for 4 years. I haven't missed a day.
Yes,
If I'm not in town, I'm going to text in. That was very important. That kept me grounded because during the pandemic, retiring after 46 and a half years, I used to get up in the morning at 4 o'clock in the morning at Morgan. So my life had changed a lot. But what you were doing kept me grounded, and I just want to say to anybody that's watching this program right now, please give back no matter what it is. Understand? Because it's very important. Rita talked about pictures. Pictures to me, Coach Banks told me one time, one picture means 1,000 words. So therefore, you take a lot of pictures. Man, I want you to know that the thing that you do is unbelievable. I have a lot of respect for you, what you do, because I know it takes a lot of time. Your wife, Tasha, understand, for you to spend all this time doing the thing that you do, that's support. I'm sorry to hear that he had a nice, I've been texting you for how long now? I text you every morning.
Yes, sir.
I've been doing this. I text a lot of people say, man, what you do? I text 110 people every day. That's how I reach out to my family, my friends, and I always end with something that Rita just said to you, love you. Because you never know when you had that last moment. It's very important. And bonding, coming together, So the thing that with the Grizzly Booster Club, we are a tight group. We're doing a lot of things. We went to the Rams and I went to the training room. A lot of people don't realize how important that is. Okay? I think she has some very good ideas of what she's doing. Dina, I like her leadership right now, what she's doing. You understand? Morgan's going to be back. Coach Wilson, Rams and I met him the first day he came to Morgan. I believe in him. I like what he's doing. He got a great coaching staff. Last year, we should have won a few more games last year, but we got a new offensive coordinator this year. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. A little bit more movement and doing some things. But the most important thing, you can disagree in a meeting, but when you get on that football field, the way I coach, everybody got to be on the same page. And I see that in Coach Wilson. He's a great leader. Like I said, with Dina and all the people that she have around her, Morgan is going to rise to the occasion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm ready, Coach. I'm ready for August the 31st to get this thing started. I'm riding the coattail of our football players. I want to see victories. I want to experience that. My tenure, I didn't get so many wins, so I'm riding their coattail. So I'm there to encourage them. I'm here to celebrate them tonight and raise money for them that we will donate tonight. Once again, let me pull this up. For everybody to make their donation, go to Morgan Bear Club. It's right there. Go to MSU Athletics and select Grizzlies Booster Club. That way, we will know that the money is going directly to Morgan State Athletics, and we can track that. So it's a privilege for me and an honor for me.
Donate. But I want to say live, you're saying, how happy I was when you saw that you was being honored as, to go into the Hall of Fame. That's just like I'm going in and saying, with you.
And what did we say? What did I say, Coach?
Well, you said you wanted to see, I want to see us go in together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right.
I appreciate that honor. Coach Boji and the rest of them, understand whatever they decide they want to do for me. But like I said, it's never been about Earl Davis. It's about everybody, Coach D. But I was there for students. When you walk by my office, I say students are the most important thing on the campus. That's what I had in front of my office. Dr. Wilson has done an amazing job with the thing that he's doing. Great leader. So whatever I can do to help the university, I'm for it. I'm all about. My son used to always say, "Pop, man." Every time I see you got on something, Morgan, I say, Morgan State University is my life. You know what I'm saying? It's been my life.
That's right.
46 and a half years that I spent there, and I'm gonna go back and volunteer and help out. But Rams and I are always out there, going out just support. When you see those kids right now, they say, appreciate you all. But we want to let them know that no matter what, we're supporting. Yeah, when I coached you, we didn't win that many games. You understand? But we had a bond. You understand? We kept going. I was looking at an article the other day where Pendergrass and all the rest of them was talking about we had a close dip, Vernon Beard. and all them
Yes,
people
sir.
like that, just saying that we were doing,
Yeah.
but hey, we're gonna get it together, you know what I'm saying? But I just tell everybody we need some support.
That's
Give
right.
give back, no matter what it is, just give back. Come out. I want to see more students in the stand.
Mm-hmm.
When you look up in the stand, we gotta look up in the stand and see all those students up there that they play harder. You say, so you watch those other schools. I ain't come to say they have students, they student body and stand. I want to get back out there and get them involved. Start doing some things.
Before I do this, Coach, I got a couple guests in the back room get ready to come up. I just want to say 3 words before you go. I love you.
I love you too, man. You know, every time I send you a text every morning, what's the first thing I say? Good morning, love you. It's very important. Your family is important. I even tell I tell every time I talk to somebody on the phone, I say, love you. It's a different kind of love, you understand, that you have one another, but you got to love, bonding, care about one another, connection. Somebody say connection. You got to stay connected. That's my man right there. Hans Ramsey. Man,
And
look, anytime, man, when you told me you moved your family from New York here, never lived in Baltimore, to come down here to support Morgan because of me, you don't know how much that meant to me, man. And saying, but you said, man, I could come on Morgan campus at 4 o'clock in the morning, Coach D. If I came on campus, I know you're gonna be in the office. But that's what I am. That was me. But I appreciate you, brother. Another thing I want to say before I leave is that Ramsey, I told Ramsey, I say, every time somebody do something or whatever, before you leave, say, I appreciate you. You don't know how much that means to people. They say, appreciate them guys. They cutting the grass or moving. I used to buy them stuff, go to McDonald's, buy them stuff, but I always say, appreciate you. That means let you know you appreciate what I eat my trash people. I get them water and say, I give them money for Christmas and stuff like that. Let them know that's their job, but I let them appreciate what they're doing.
Hans, just in a nutshell, because I got some business for you in a minute, Hans. I want you to just, in a nutshell, share your thoughts on Coach Davis.
Man, what can you not say about Coach Davis? I mean, he said it all. When I came down to Maryland, I would call Coach Davis because I'm leaving my house 3 o'clock in the morning. I like driving late night. Nobody's on the road. I drive with the truckers. And the only person I know that would be up that early is Coach D. He said, meet me at the gym. So we at his office like 6:30 in the morning, and I spend the whole morning there with him. And it's true. I moved my family down here. I told Dr. Wilson that. I told Dr. Banks that to their face. I want you to know who you're dealing with. I moved my family down here. And then let me say that one more time. I moved my family down here. You need to know what you're dealing with here. Coach D is a big part of that. To me, he's the last living legend that's involved. He is that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, everything. He taught me to say, I appreciate you to everybody. I've seen how people react to him. Man, he's the best. I don't know who would turn him down from going into the Hall of Fame. That was my push. You got to get in there. You deserve to be in there. Coach D is everything. Everybody knows. You can go anywhere in the country and somebody knows Coach D.
That's right. Now, Hans, Coach D, once again, the 3 words, and I think Hans shared the same 3 words. I want to say I love you, man. God bless you, Coach.
Too love both of y'all, man. Take care.
Yeah.
Now, Hans, I'm going to bring somebody up, right? And I want you to give kind of a brief introduction of this gentleman, just to put in perspective, because I know that you experienced him like I didn't. I want you to put in perspective of this next guest for me, and then I'm going to bring you back on again.
What's up, Hans? What's up, homeboy?
Oh, man. Yo, you talking about the man.
Come on. Gerald
Huggins.
Put it in perspective for us, Hans. Put it in perspective for us.
Man, look, coming in as a freshman, looking at the defense, Gerald Huggins, Wickham, Cook, Elvis Franks, my roommate, Craig Smith, the list goes on and on. Nothing but respect. Respect. I always communicate with Hugs. Now I communicate with his son.
I
That's right.
respect him that much. I always keep him informed of what's going on because I respect his decision. When we was designing the rings, I went to Hugs. Hugs, how would you like the ring?
That's right.
He's like, yo, you deal with it. But you know, that's how much respect I had for them guys on defense, man. If
Right.
it wasn't for them, it's no telling
Stay,
what would happen.
stay there, hands. Stay there, hands.
I will.
Craig, put this in perspective for me. I don't want him to say nothing yet. Put that in perspective for us.
Oh man, hey, listen, man.
Another homeboy. Another homeboy.
Oh, man, let me tell you something, man. I mean, I remember this, man. I remember. Am I hearing? I hear echo in the back here. What's going on?
You good? Go ahead.
Okay. I remember when I started my sophomore year, and I came as a running back, right? I wasn't no big hitter, right? And it was a play, and I missed the tackle, and Hugs came up to me and said, "Yo, homeboy, we ain't doing that here. we ain't doing that here." I mean, from that point on, it was like, okay, I knew this sign. I knew this sign.
That's right.
I mean, I have so much love and respect for this brother. And, you know, I'm just.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, man. And Little G called me last week. Little G called me last week, so I'm gonna hit him back. Definitely.
All right. Yeah. You know he's down in Morgan now, so you know.
I know he called me.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so Gerald Huggins, just tell us, man. I know you peep in every once in a while, make your comments.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the 2024, not talking football team, Morgan State University as a whole, coming from where you came from, looking at it now? What's your thoughts on Morgan State University?
It's a national treasure, man, and I got a lot of love and respect for Dr. Wilson. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it's just unbelievable. And we when I came on board, we had a guy named Billingsley, you know what I mean, as the president. And I got to tell you, it's night and day between Billingsley and Dr. Wilson.
Yeah.
Because not only Dr. Wilson, and Dr. Wilson, he did piggyback off of Dr. Richardson. Dr. Richardson is the one that got the infrastructure stuff going on, boom, boom, boom. Wilson came in, and now he's doing all the other things that need to get done. You know, so I think it's just one of those things, man. The brother got a lot of love for the students. He got a lot of love for his staff. Every time you see him, he's out and about. He's always promoting Morgan State University. You understand what I'm saying? And his thing that I really like about him, man, he's like, yo, we can be an R1 research university. There ain't a whole lot of HBCUs that are R1 research universities. That's his goal, and I think that's what's going to happen too, man. You know what I mean? So I got a lot of love for him, man. I just have a lot of respect for him. There is none to compare to him as far as I'm concerned right now, as far as university presidents. Morgan don't always get the love that we supposed to get when you look at lists of universities that are supposed to be top tier, but we know it's top. We know it's the national treasure.
Right, that's right. Now we're talking to Gerald Huggins, Hall of Famer. Now you talked about the university as a whole. Now I want you to talk Morgan State football. As I said with Craig earlier, and even Hands, your guys' expectation is high because you were winning.
Yes.
We haven't experienced that as of late. What's your thoughts on the present football, the state of the football team now?
Well, I got a lot of confidence in Coach Wilson. You know what I mean? He's done it before. You know what I mean? I don't think we give him that same 10-year, 12-year time frame that he had at Bowie. I mean, that time frame is a little shorter here, but we can see that he's learned from where he was previously and how he's implementing his process, his procedures, his whole organizational structure. You can see how he's applying it to Morgan. And last year, I'm telling you, it was just 1 or 2 games, man. When we got a little offense, we would have been okay. You understand? We got a little offense. So the defense was tight, and I give him a lot of respect for making tough decisions with his coaching staff. He brought in a cat named Trey. He's a good friend of my son, as a matter of fact. And he also brought in a new offensive coordinator. So he's listening. You understand? He know that that's what held us back last year, the offense. So we got a decent punter now. We got a kicker now. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing all the things that he needs to do, man. And I'm very upbeat about the season. I think we got 8 wins. I think we got at least 8 wins. I see it. I see 8 wins. You know, now I may be disappointed or whatever, but I see 8 wins.
Wow. So, man, I just, you know, I'm getting excited, man. As you know, during this time of year, we smell the grass. We ready to play football. At this old age, I'm ready to go out there, man. I'm ready for some football. And you come from New York. New York wasn't necessarily known as a football town. Where did that football instincts come from in you coming from New York?
Yeah. Well, actually, I started out at Boys High. That's in Brooklyn. But things transpired or whatever, you know, and it didn't work out there. So I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship through this program called A Better Chance, ABC. And it gave me an option to select 1 of 3 prep schools throughout the country. 2 in the New England area, Boston, Massachusetts area up there, and 1 down in Keysville, Georgia. Little hick town, rural town, nothing going on. I chose Keysville, Georgia. And I was playing ball down there with them boys down in Georgia. They taught me how to play some football.
Okay.
So that's where it came from. We had a little.
Was it always linebacker?
And I played. Listen, I played every position. You know, we only had 22 players on the team. So I played offensive guard. I played center sometime. Rams left. I played center sometime, but then on defense I played linebacker, and I also played nose guard. So I played all the positions, man. And I had a coach down there, man. This is. I'm so sorry, man. The brother ain't here to share in my accomplishment in Morgan, but my high school coach at that little school was a Morgan man. His name was Jonathan Campbell. He was a Hall of Famer at Morgan in football, track, and wrestling. So when he got his hands on me and he saw that I was just full of just energy, you know what I'm saying? I was like, it bang, you know what I'm saying? So he had to reel me in a little bit, but he said, you can be a Morgan man. And I swear, I think he had something to do with me getting to Morgan. He never told me outright, but I swear that he did. And
so let me ask you this. At that time, how did it work scholarship-wise? Did you come on scholarship? You had to earn a scholarship? Did you get a scholarship at all?
I had a scholarship, and then I didn't show up.
Really?
I didn't show up because I wanted to get back to Brooklyn with my homeboys and
man.
It was a crazy deal, man. So I had one of my friends who was at Boggs with me, who was also at Morgan. He reeled me in. He said, yo, Hubbs, you didn't go to Boggs Academy, man, to get that kind of education, to go back to Bed-Stuy and do nothing. You got a scholarship. Come on down here, man. I got you. I'm going to let you stay with me, blah, 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 blah. So he did that. So when I came, I was late for camp. So I was automatically kicked to the back of everything. Arnold giving me all of the crappiest equipment you can find.
We all got that story.
I'm like, yo, Arnold, he's like, yo, you ain't did nothing yet. You got it.
That's right.
Whatever we got, that's what we gonna give you.
I love it.
So with that, I took off, man, and just did my thing. I was redshirted my freshman year. Didn't get a lot of playing time. Spring forward to the next spring.
Wait a minute. What year? So what year was your first? What year did you first play?
75 was my redshirt year.
All right. So Hans, what year did you come to Morgan?
78.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
We overlapped 2 years.
Right.
So the 76, which is really my redshirt freshman year, Coach Morris came to me and said, listen, man, you've been doing your thing with all of this crappy equipment and this and that, all the things you've been going through. You coming out here every day, you banging, you're doing what you're supposed to do. I'm going to give you a shot at linebacker. I said, oh. And that was it. Once I got that shot in that spring, the position was mine, and I didn't relinquish it for 4 years.
Well, that's where I wanted to start. I'm not going to keep you too long because I want to do an exclusive interview with you on my platform. Let me ask you this, though.
Yes.
Because the one thing everybody has said, from Haynes to Craig to all the guys,
yes,
the number one word that comes up is leadership.
Yes.
When you got there, was that in place, or is it somebody that you followed when you got there? Who was in charge, or who was that leader when you got there, if anybody?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you, and that was one of the things, and I give praises to these brothers all the time, all of those who are still with us. When I came, we had some guys, man, and we had Wally, we had Lighty, we had McCleary, we had Merritt, I mean, it was just so many guys, man, that was
So
there.
Hicks was on that. Marvin Hicks was on that team, right?
Marvin Hicks was on there too. Marvin Hicks was on there too. So we had a bunch of guys on the team, man, who really, once they saw, you know, what I was bringing to the table, because I didn't back down. You know what I'm saying? They just saw like, listen, this guy right here, you know. But I got a lot of love and I got a lot of leadership from those guys. I learned from them and I transformed that. When I became a senior or when I became an upperclassman, I applied the same things to the guys, you know, Hans, Spence, and all them guys that they applied to me, man. So I just passed it on. I really
So
did.
are you going to be at that Stony Brook game?
That's the game I'm gonna make. Unfortunately, I won't be at homecoming because I have a commitment with a high school reunion. The school I was just talking about, Bard's Academy. We got a reunion down in Wilmington, North Carolina. So I got a show because they saw that I was a Hall of Famer, you know, and everything. So they want to, like, you know, do a little something, you know, for the reunion and everything. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm there. But I'm gonna be at the Stony Brook game.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask this request, and Haynes got my back on this one. Am I going to see you on November the 15th?
Yes, you know you're gonna see me there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Hall of Fame. It's a Hall of Fame thing. I'm gonna be there. Again, congratulations to you, brother. Like I said in my email, well deserved. You know, you're a true brother for the orange and blue, and that's for sure, man. And we appreciate you so much, man, for what you're doing. You uplifting our presence in the media sphere as far as Morgan State University is concerned. This is the 4th year of doing, you know, the fundraising thing, man. So you're doing a wonderful job, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, I'll see you soon, man. I really appreciate you coming on, man. All right.
Oh, man. My pleasure, man. My pleasure. I hope I didn't get too late because I had another appointment prior to, like I told you. So
you right on time. You right on time, man.
And
we're gonna do it again soon. We're gonna do it again soon. God bless you, man.
Love you. Like my man said, I love you.
That's right, man. That's right.
Definitely.
Oh man, that's great, man. That's crazy, man. Them stories you guys got, man. They treasures, man. And but you know what, man? I'm glad that you and I touched base when you connected me with Katie. And until I had her on, I didn't realize how important that is of sports medicine, man, and how important it is to the kids, and how they need that dollar too coming their way for this program.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I appreciate you connecting me with that, man. Overall, just everybody that came on, I was appreciative, man. And any thoughts your way?
Look, this ain't no joke. You know, we started with 4 people. There's 1,600 people on the page now. Like somebody said, if 1,000 people gave $100, we raise $100,000 in 30 days. It's that simple.
Yeah.
You know, it's really that simple. You know, I'm a financial advisor, one of the top advisors on the East Coast. I deal with money every day of the week. You know, after I get off this, I got a client I got to deal with that's retiring. We got to give back. And don't get me wrong, I was one of those guys that wasn't giving back. And then one day I just woke up and I called Mike Hill, I called Hank. I was like, yo, man, we got to do something. We can't sit by. It was just going on too long. You know, like Craig said, you know, it's got to be another championship team. I wear the ring all the time when I go up there. Not to, you know, be bold and say, hey, there was champions one time walking around here, undefeated, right? And, you know, then I started learning the culture with people telling, you know, teams stuff and then didn't follow through. I hate that. And I promised them, I told them, if I tell you I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. Point blank to end. I'm going to get it done. And one thing I could say about the 79 team, we're probably one of the closest teams there is. And when I reached out to those cats and said, it can't be a one-time thing, it has to be a lifetime thing. You need to give back every year whatever you can.
You said that to me at the very beginning. Yeah.
Well, Glenny, you one of those guys that came off the bench, as we called it. You know, really didn't know much about you, but it didn't take long to find out. I was like, yo, this dude is special. Just like how I met Pound Cake. You know, doing something for the volleyball team. Yo, these are the type of guys, you start finding people that you want to be around, you know, and the rest of the people on our board. We got a great, board of people. We got a great booster group of people that do rally when it's necessary. But I know when we got on the phone call with A&T's Booster Club, they raise $1 million a year. They had about 1,100 boosters. The difference is they take 30% of the money they raise to pay their administrators to run their boosters. We don't do that. We doing this out of our own time, our own, and sometimes it's some crazy hours. People look at me like, yo, you up here all the time. Well, I work my own schedule. That's why I can do that. But I like to be around. I think 1 year, 2 years ago, me and Coach D, he only missed one session. I didn't miss no sessions for the whole entire summer. You know? But you got to lay the groundwork.
So Bruce, just your experience at all, man. How long you been aboard the Booster Club, Bruce?
Well, I've been officially on the leadership, I guess about a year now.
About a year now.
Yeah, but I've been involved with the boosters, I don't know, maybe 6 years now.
So, and being on the leadership team, being at the school, what are your thoughts about the impact and being involved firsthand now?
I was telling Paul recently, I love the way the Booster Club is going with some of the things that have been happening probably the last 2 years. I love the direction. We're getting bigger. We're doing better with fundraising, with the with some of the things that the leadership is doing, as far as the 501(c)(3) and just getting more impactful with the magazine, the newsletter, the digital newsletter. I think we're doing some bigger and better things. I love the direction. I love the direction.
Now, Bruce, we came in the same era. Do you recall? Now, I already know about Mr. Mike. I remember Mr. Mike.
Yeah.
But do you recall boosters or even characters in boosters like Hands there supporting us? Is there anybody other than Mr. Mike you can remember that kind of hung around us and supporting us and rallying us on like Hands do the present student body?
Not really. We didn't have that. Yeah,
we didn't have that.
Yeah, like you said, other than Mr. Mike, coming around in his camper and kind of encouraging us. No.
Now, one guy, Hands, was for me that I remember, and I had no idea who he was Ray Wright, Touche. He used to come up, he congratulate and encourage. I remember Touche. But Hands, when you came aboard, when you were on campus and you were comfortable on campus, you were playing ball, did you have any boosters or people hanging around encouraging you guys, such as the Grizzly Booster Club in your era?
Well, one, Mr. Mike, like you said, Jack Dennis. I remember Jack Dennis was like, he's a legend. Like, what is going to be your legacy when you leave here? That stuck with me. He didn't know who he really was talking to, because I didn't have all of those credentials like everybody else. So you had Jack and Coach Mack. I remember those guys, the things that they said. But the biggest thing was like, what's going to be your legacy? You got to think, like, what's going to be your legacy? That has the impact. And then I got lucky to have a few guys. You know, we could talk about the defense all day, but our offensive line, I played with 4 guys that had a shot at the next level. That says a whole lot right there. Always tell
Right.
the 65 team, I know Willie Lanier and them, but we had 18 guys go too. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we already know, but the bottom line is those guys, the leadership, the Coach Mack, you can't forget those guys. Jack Demis all the time. What's going to be your legacy?
Hands.
Banks coming down there. Eddie Hurt was still walking campus.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Right. I think that's the thing I miss, Bruce. If we
Yeah.
were to meet Banks, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Man.
yeah.
What I'm gonna do
Coach
is close
Hurt,
it
yeah.
out. I want to close it out with this. Hands. I'm gonna put the payment, the donation procedure up. I want you to speak on that, the importance of donation. I know you already said some things. Just say a few more things as far as the importance of donating. We still got viewers on now that may not have made that decision, or maybe even on the fence. Bruce, once Hands is done, I want you to just jump in. You've been donating for a while now. Just the importance, man. And go back to that younger Bruce, how you know that money would have helped in those days in our era as well. Hands, you start off.
Okay, the first thing I could say is, you know, I had the opportunity to meet with Katie over the phone for about an hour. And I said, Katie, you know, I wasn't really familiar with the training room like that. And I was like, I'm going to come up there. Me and Coach D went up there and she walked us through. When you walk through something, then you could visibly see. And when I seen the condition of what our training room was in, I was like, this is ridiculous. And then I realized this is something that we can give to because this helps all the teams. I know it's football, but the training room helps all the teams. And Katie and Keisha Campbell, they know exactly what is needed. They know exactly what is needed. So they started letting, I told them, write a list of things that you need. And we actually discussed that today. And like I think Pound Cake said earlier, when people give to us, the biggest thing, and I got this once again from the 65 team, I'm going to shout out to David Mack. He told me when they were giving money in the 60s, the money was never accounted for when they asked where the money went. They could never get an answer. That was one thing me and James Wills made sure when we cut a deal with Scott. Our money is restricted. You can't touch our money unless we release it. I don't care what anybody says. Our money's restricted. And I've said that in a few meetings this year when it came up, well, it gets in the foundation, they could really do. No, they can't. Our money's restricted. So the bottom line is we pick things that we can purchase for the athletic department. In this case, it'll be the training department that's going to have an impact on all of those student athletes. That's huge. That is really huge because it wasn't like that when I was there. I can't really remember. I played injured a lot of times. My career ended in the pros because my knee injury never got a knee operation when I should have got it. Yeah, I'm still teed off about that. But the bottom line is you move on, give back, whatever you can. People say, what makes me a booster? When you give. Val Robinson came with that. Dr. Val Robinson came, give something, whatever it is, you're a booster. But the goal is if you can give $100 and we get 1,000 people out of 1,600 people to do that, we'll raise 100,000. We'll have a huge impact on the training department and all those other areas that need help right now. And they need help. I'm telling you right now, we need help. The team that
Bruce,
raises the most money wins the conference.
Bruce, before you go, you're exactly right, Hands. I look at all these platforms that I have access to. When I send out stuff, I send it to the Grizzly Booster Club page, the Morgan State videos and photos page. You're talking about thousands that I send this information to. Imagine if those thousands paid $100 each. Our locker room would be an upgrade. Our training room will have an opportunity for an upgrade. And as simple as we're saying it, it's true. If those 1,000+ people commit to $100, we're good. Morgan State is on another level if we do that. Bruce, let me hear your thoughts.
Well, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. If we don't help ourselves, why should we expect anyone else to help us? We got to help ourselves first, and we got to give back. I started giving back years ago because I realized that fact. Like, if we don't help ourselves, we can't expect anyone else to help us. And we need resources to be successful. That's the bottom line.
Wow. Well, I got 2 videos I'm closing out with, and those from donors, you know, giving their testimony and their journey and their connection with Morgan State Athletics. So I got 2 videos I'm going to show. Man, I appreciate you guys coming on. Man, I just pray that we make more money this year than previous years. And, you know, that we just have a great 2024 and we keep it moving, man, and keep it moving. So go Bears, go Grizzlies. Thank you guys for coming out for the 4th annual virtual telethon presented by the Grizzly Booster Club. It's an honor and it's a privilege. God bless you guys. And check out these videos as we depart. Write in your comments, still tag people, still share this video out so people can be encouraged.
Great job, Glenny.
God bless y'all, man.
I am Daniqua Shelby, better known as Dee Dee. I am here to tell you the importance of putting back to our athletic program. We got to get it. Let's take care of our babies. I am a 2-sport athlete, volleyball and basketball, class of 1994, physical education major, 92, MEAC champion in volleyball. Let's put into our athletic program and get these boys and girls some help out here, because I know we can do it. Might I add, I have a legacy there myself. My son is the head drum major for Morgan State University, so make sure you come to those basketball and football games and support, because he will give it to you all the way. Let's go along.
Greetings, Morganites. Tara Deaton here, class of 1982, BS in music education. I'm coming before you asking on behalf of the Morgan State Grizzly Booster Club to donate to our Morgan State Athletic Department. We are asking that you donate $10 or more or give what you can. All money is acceptable and it all adds up. You say you love Morgan, now it's time to prove it. Put your money where your mouth is. Put up or shut up. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Carlos Rice, class of 93. Play football at the magnificent Morgan State. We're asking everyone to donate to the Morgan State Athletics Fund. $1, $10, $10,000. Whatever you can will be much appreciated. Thank you so much.
My name is Carol Grant. I'm a graduate of Morgan State University, class of 1992. I played football from 1989 to 1990. I just wanted to remind folks of how important financial stability and support is for athletic programs. There's all sorts of big bills, such as equipment, transportation, and there's also small bills, like athletic tape and other types of equipment. That stuff adds up really quickly. So every little bit that you can donate.
Hi, my name is Allison Wynn, proud Morgan State Bears basketball mom. Thanks to the generosity of donors like you, my son, along with his teammates, are able to come to Morgan State on a full basketball scholarship and be able to represent the school itself, the national treasure, both here and abroad. I just want to take the opportunity to thank you for your generosity and to encourage you to continue to give so that my son and others can come to the national treasure, a great athletic and academic.
Okay, Robert Maxwell here. Please make a donation to the athletic department, Morgan State University.
Hi, my name is John Rapsat. I'm a photographer and business owner of the website Jarlinks. That's JARLINKS.biz. Anyway, I attended Morgan State University from the years 1988 to 1992. I played one season for the men's tennis team the year 1989. I'm here to tell you that the Morgan State University Athletic Department needs your help. So please donate wherever you can, as small as $10, $100, or $1,000, or wherever you can afford to help out with. So please help out Morgan State University Athletic Department. Thank you and God bless. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello, MSU family and friends. My name is Stephanie, and I had the privilege of attending Morgan State University from 1989 through 1994 as an elementary education major. While attending MSU, I thoroughly enjoyed and benefited from the talents, community, and friendships that resulted from the sporting events through the athletic department. I'm encouraging you to donate to the Morgan State University Athletic Department to ensure that future Bears and current Bears have increased opportunities. Please give whatever you're able to give. It will all be appreciated, be it $10, $100, $1,000. Please give what you can for our Morgan State Bears Athletic Department. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Manja Brown, Morgan State football Bear from 91 to 95. I'm sure you guys have noticed the new facilities, the new dorms, the new coaches, and everything that we have on our campus. But none of this would be possible without donations. Donations is important because it provides and it gives back to the facilities and everything that you guys see, and it provides for the up-and-coming players to just pick Morgan in general to want to come to. So as soon as you get a chance, please go and donate to the Morgan State Football Athletic Department. They can definitely need it, and will definitely be appreciated. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jason Rhodes. I attended Morgan State University from 1988 to 1992 on the basketball scholarship. Asking you to donate to Morgan State University Athletic Department anywhere from $10, $100, or $1,000. Morgan State is a great university. It's more like a home. It allowed me to establish my foundation to become an attorney as well as a licensed social worker. Please give.
Hello, everyone. Glenny Rice, class of 93. Former Grizzly, well, actually always Grizzly, communications major. Please donate to the athletic department. They need you. We need you.
Hi, I'm Deirdre Davis, a proud alum of Morgan State University. I graduated in 1992 with a major in international affairs. I asked you to please consider giving to the Morgan State Athletic Department. While I was not an athlete, I was a resident advisor and I was part of the choir and other activities. I benefited very much from the football games, homecoming, basketball games, to name a few of the sports activities. So please consider giving $10, $20, $50. Nothing is too small. Go Morgan!
Hello, my name is Melvin Dickens, and I'm a former student of Morgan State University. I came in 1989, and I just want to encourage you right now to send donations to the Morgan State Athletic Department. At this time, they could use all the donations that you can give in order to increase all the endeavors that they have planned for their students in these upcoming years. So please take out the time to donate.
Hey Morgan! Yes, this is George Allen. I'm a member of the Morgan State Grizzly Booster Club. We need your help. I'm a 1990 graduate of Morgan State University, majoring in sociology. I was a member of the football team from 85 to 89. We need your help and your support. Let's go Grizzlies. Please donate to the athletic program at Morgan State. Thank you.
Hello, this is Tim Smalls, Morgan State graduate, 1992. Also Grizzly, 4-year football player. Also Miyagi. Also business administration major from Morgan State University. I'm asking all my fellow Grizzlies, all my fellow alumni to send money, send $10, $20, $100, $1,000 to support our athletic department and our university. It's a must that you give back. Peace.
Hey, Sean Hendricks, 1994, graduating class, Morgan State University, former student, athlete, and coach at our beloved university. Also, second generation Morganite, so Morgan runs in my veins, in my blood, and also in my family. And if you're like me, you want to see the continued prosperity of our national treasure. That's where you come in. Whether it's $5,000, $500, or even $5, we need your contribution today. Would you consider giving to the Grizzly Booster Club? So what are you going to do for the orange and blue?
Hi, my name is April James. I attended Morgan State University, class of 93. My major was telecommunications, radio broadcasting. I was recruited from a community college on a full basketball scholarship to play for MSU's Lady Bears. That opportunity inspired me and gave me a chance to excel in the sport I love. Playing in iconic tournaments such as the MEAC gave me a lot of great memories and long-lasting friendships. Morgan State is a staple in helping Black student athletes excel. Please help continue the legacy by donating to the MSU Athletics Department. No amount is too small.
What's up, Morgan family? My name is Delvin Garnett, class of 1995, Morgan State football alum, true and true. Wanted to take this opportunity for you guys to strongly consider donating to the Morgan State Athletic Department. No donation is too small. $5, $10, $15, $50, $100, it doesn't matter. Your donations will make a huge impact to the student athletes here at Morgan State University. See you at the games. Go Morgan.
What up, Bear Nation? Kevin Dupree, class of 1993, Morgan State football alumni. I just want to say that it's really important that we donate back to our athletic programs. It's going to help us create sustainability within our programs. This is going to help take our programs to the next level. So whether you donate $10, $50, $100, $1,000, is all going to a common cause. That's to uplift our student athletes, to give them more than what the generation had before them. So make sure you go out there and you support today. Grizzly on deck. Go Bears. Deuce, deuce, KD out.
Hello, we are the Ledbetter family. James and Lisa, class of 93. Jamal, class of 2020. And Jada, class of 2021. James was a member of the football team from 1998 to 1992. We have visited Hughes Memorial Stadium more times than we can count, and it is astonishing to see how the field and campus have changed over time. Please join my family and make a donation today to the Morgan Athletic Department. Our contributions will support Morgan's efforts in providing players with an amazing athletic experience. Your contribution of $10, $100, $1,000, or whatever you can spare will have a positive impact on Morgan's players and their ability to succeed in the classroom, in competition, and in the community. See you at the next game, and thank you for your donation.